Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. How are you all? I wish that everyone is cool. Everyone is happy with their trading. I hope so. Mm, hey, Outlander, Al Mahmoudi, Trader Boy, Crypto Keeper, Muhammad Omar Sharoda. Good morning, brother, to all of you. Outlander, no. Why is that, brother? Why it's not good, man? Hey, Nozan, how are you, brother? Akshay is here. I can see. Anyone? I know actually. Anyone else here? Okay, Said Shobuz. Hello, brother. Outlander not happy. Why is that, brother? Why you are not happy? Let me know that. Did you trade the London session today and that's why you are unhappy? Something like that. Let me know the reason. Hey, Jonathan. Thanks, man, for being over here. Blue to Evils. Seriously? The session didn't start. You have already blue to account. Blowing account is really good, man. It's really good. Enjoy it, okay? To be honest, enjoy it, man. London. Oh, okay. No worries. I mean, it's the down payment of your success. Blowing account is the down payment for your success. It's my belief. So no need to worry about that, and no need to rush. You know, this is all about the psychology. If you don't feel confident, go to your paper trade, do the paper trading over there. No need to rush over here. I'm a professional blow accounts. Oh man. Uh, Low probable entry, go for the lowest leverage. High probable entry, go for your highest leverage. Whatever is your highest leverage, go with that. Don't over leverage. Never ever do the over leverage. High probability, go with your highest probable leverage. For example, if you ask me for 50k account, I will go for 5 micro contract maximum. If I'm oversure and I would love to pyramid the entry, then I will go for 7 micro contracts maximum. Okay, something like that. Hey Jason, how are you, brother? Thanks for that penguin by the man. Thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to leave a like. Okay, before starting this stream, make sure that you all have pushed the like button. At least if you are my subscriber. Okay, I can't request this to the new viewers, but at least work with me. Please don't forget to push the subscription button. The like button. Hey Taslim Imon, how are you, brother? So I'll do the opposite. Might work for me. No, don't do that. Don't do that. What happened in the London session, we will take a look. We have the time until 10 a.m. So we'll take a look around the London session. If it was good or bad, we'll see that. For easy, hello brother. For easy, hello brother. How are you? I'm cool, man. Thanks for asking, Taslim. Thanks for asking, man. What about you, man? In Bangladesh, it's like what time is it now in Bangladesh? It's kind of 8, right? Yeah, 8 p.m. Your 8 p.m. Bangladeshi local time. I'm cool, man. Expecting a beautiful price action today, so that is why I'm a little happy. We'll see, and I will talk about yesterday's price action as well. We'll talk about the London session as well. I was just over leveraged 5 minutes. Oh, okay. So you know what you have done wrong. You have to consider that blowing eval is absolutely okay, man, but blowing funded account, bullshit. Don't do that. Yeah, it's absolutely okay, man. I really appreciate that you wanted to pass it, so you over leveraged. I really appreciate you. I insist you. So don't give a shit about the eval. But if it is funded account and you over leveraged over there, oh man, never ever talk to me. Brother, it seems 51 now in Bangladesh. Oh, okay. Yeah, something like that. 52, 51. I just took a loss in gold. One loss only? Oh, man. Enjoy. Just one loss. You did a good job, man. If you take one loss in a session, then don't take any other entry in that specific session. You have very strong psychology, man. Trust me. Expect lower run towards yesterday's 50% of week. Okay, Sharada, we'll talk about this price action a bit later, around 9 a.m. I have time until 10 a.m. as we have PMI around 10 a.m. So I have the time around until 10 a.m. I will talk about everything. We'll go from the yesterday's session, and then I will go with the London session, 7 a.m. kill zone, and rest of all. Okay, and today's expectation or whatever it is. One win and one break even. That's best, man. One win, one break even. That's best. But it seems like you were much more happy today. It's not like that. I'm not much happy. I'm little happy because I'm going back to Bangladesh. I mean, end of this month. So I feel really good when I talk to my family and they are excited that I'll go back over there. I'm also getting excited, and this reflects when I'm in trading until I take a lot of losses. It is just over here. By the way, mm, I am not going to upload a video. I will come today around the PM session, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Around any of this time. I will come, and today's session is gonna be the first episode of our mentorship. I will talk about the time frame today. So it's gonna be about the time frame, which time frame, and how you should use that time frame. So today's topics will be about only about the time frame. It's from the very basic. So if you have already an idea about the time frame, for example, your execution time frame in 1 minute, or which time frame you should follow. If your execution time frame is 5 minutes, which higher time frame you should follow. It's all about that. So this is gonna be the first episode for our mentorship, and it's gonna be all about the time frame. Okay, guys, please don't forget to push the like button. If you are my subscriber, okay. If you are new, then watch me. If you feel confident, if you think that this guy is little better, then push the like button. Otherwise, just give the unlike and leave the session. If it's up to you. But if you are my subscriber, then please don't forget to push the like button. By the way, I would love to go with the price action, brother. Nowadays, don't you trade anything real account? Sometimes I do trade real account. Sometimes I do trade paper trade. Yesterday I trade the real account. Today also I will try to trade the real account because I had some losses. I would love to cover that loss, not from yesterday, but from previous. I mean, some days ago, like 2 weeks ago, I took some losses, big losses. I'm just trying to recover them. Okay, so that is why today also I'll go with the real account. You can see it's hide over here, but it's the trade of it. Okay, so I'll try to recover that losses. Okay, just because of that. And if I can recover my loss today, then maybe if I get some win today, tomorrow I will go. Tomorrow I'll go to the paper trade again. Either way, tomorrow I will go to the paper trade again. Please give exact time of mentorship or inform in Discord so I can join. You will get the notification around the Discord. In the Discord, you will get the notification. When I will start that stream, you will get that notification in the Discord. Don't worry about that. Subscribe and be a winner in trading. Thank you, Outlander, for reminding them about that. Okay, let's go to the price action a bit. First, I would love to cover today's expectation, and then I will go yesterday's session, then morning London session, 7 a.m. kill zone. Okay. Here, this is the daily chart for Nasdaq, and as you can see, all of these candles. Okay, this candle closed there, this candle opened here, this candle closed there, this candle opened here, this candle closed there, this candle opened here. There is a very small nude opening gap by today, but all of these things are happening because of the Trump, Trudeau, other presidents, their tweet. Just because of that, this type of things are happening right now. It's not a good thing to expect a good price action from this area. Okay, but overall, if you look to this bullish fair value gap from daily gap, as I told, until market doesn't close below this bullish gap from the daily gap, I can't think about this sell side liquidity over here, which is clean lows. I can't think about this sell side liquidity from the daily chart. At the same time, if you take a look over here, there is a bearish gap, which is the last gap as well. So from there until this area, I'll just cover that volume balance as well. Okay. So this is the last gap from the daily chart. If market fail to break this daily gap, then it will fail to take that buy side liquidity. So I can't think about the buy until that last fair value gap from the daily chart it's not broken. So I can't think about that. buy side liquidity. I have both buy side liquidity. I have both, both buy side and sell side liquidity in this daily chart. Right now, market is in range bound between these two gap, where this is that daily gap, bullish gap, and there is the daily bearish gap. Okay, so between these two gap, market is range bound. Okay, you can see it's perfectly supporting this gap, it's perfectly supporting that gap. It is in range bound right now. From the daily chart, I have nothing to say except this sell side liquidity and this two gap. If market close below this gap, I will look for this sell side liquidity. If market close above this fair value gap, I'll look for that buy side liquidity. Otherwise, it can be range bound between these two gap for so many days. I would love to go to hourly chart now. If you look from the hourly chart, it's very clean and very energetic, very easy to see. There is no sell side liquidity. From your hourly chart, there is no sell side liquidity. If you take a closer look over here, which is relatively equal highs inside this hourly entry fair value gap. So yesterday, market came to this entry gap from the hourly chart. I was expecting the lower run from there. If you remember, I was just framing the sell setup. So I wasn't interested to think about the buy entry until body close above, or body close very near above that 50% of that hourly gap. I wasn't interested to think about the buy run until the last fair value gap from the hourly chart. I was keep looking for selling opportunity. So there is the relatively equal highs as well from the hourly chart. So if you see this high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs from your hourly chart. I don't have any other sell side liquid, relatively equal lows around this area. If you take a closer look over here, what happened around this area? First, market respect that only or the last bullish period, which is here, which is the from the hourly chart, that bullish hourly fair value gap. It perfectly came here, gave me the market structure shift around this area, went higher, fall back again, came to this hourly bullish gap from here. This is the hourly bullish gap. If you take a look here, after the market structure shift, bullish gap, tap to this bullish gap, went higher, made relatively equal highs with a order block, lowest down close body close candle, which has traded this order, fair value gap, that is your order block. If you mark a line from there, extend it to your right, you will see that this candle came back again to trade that order block here. Okay, so it is very simple, very easy to see. Took all of this sell side liquidity. After taking that liquidity, trade that gap. After trading this gap, gave me the market structure shift, didn't leave any sell side liquidity from the hourly chart, make a bullish gap, came to this bullish gap, make the lowest down close body close candle as your order block. Here, for the first time, it has tapped to this order block, went higher, come back again to trade this order block around this area. After trading this order block, my expectation is, can it go for this buy side liquidity, and more importantly to this last fair value gap from the hourly chart. So today I would love to see, can market go for this hourly last fair value gap? This is my target for today. Okay, this last fair value gap from the hourly chart. It's my interest to see, can it go for this last fair value gap today? If this market started to fall, give me another market structure shift without leaving any buy side liquidity over here, without any buy side liquidity leaving over here. That means relatively equal highs or engineered liquidity. Give me another market structure shift, make a fair value gap over here. Then I will start to think for the long term fall. Otherwise, I would love to look for any kind of buying opportunity until this last fair value gap. Not only this buy side liquidity, but also until this last fair value gap from hourly chart. Otherwise, if it started to fall, maybe I will have nothing to do until market give me some kind of this type of candle or that type of candle with a fair value gap. If it do that, then I will change my bias and I will look for the 50% of that week. Okay, that week, this candle week. So let me mark that week 50%. It will be here in my chart. I will look for until the 50% of that week. Then when it will reach over there, I will start to think about the buy again. But that sell will be valid if and only if market doesn't leave any buy side liquidity around this area. I think it's clear to all of you. If you have confusion, just let me know when I'll be done. This is the 15-minute chart. From the 15-minute chart, you know this last fair value gap from the 15-minute paper. Just give me back that. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So here is the last parallel gap from the 15-minute chart. Yesterday, market went higher, made that relatively equal highs from 15-minute chart, respected that hourly gap 50%, made this sell side liquidity, take that sell side liquidity, keep falling, came until this last parallel gap from the 15-minute chart. Okay, so from the 15-minute chart, that was the last parallel gap, trade that last parallel gap. Now, can it keep going higher for that buy side liquidity? It is my first interest to see. If this market would love to fall, I need extreme run through that low. Until this low is not going to be broken, I can't think about any kind of sell move, or I should not take any kind of sell. In the meantime, if you take a closer look here, like this low, that low, and that low, all of them are relatively equal. So I'm going to mark this low and that low. Not a perfect sell side liquidity, but still that is a sell side liquidity, but not clean sell side liquidity. Okay, it's kind of, if the market would love to keep falling, then I can look for this sell side liquidity. So from 15-minute chart, it has taken some buy side liquidity. Okay, didn't leave any kind of buy side liquidity, except if you don't see this one as a shallow run. Obviously, I'm looking for that buy run. So I'm not seeing, I'm seeing this is shallow run, so it is an obvious liquidity. Market is going to take that liquidity, it will keep going higher for that buy side liquidity. But otherwise, if it started to fall, for example, this low or that low is gonna be broken by a big run, made a bearish gap from 15-minute chart, then maybe I will look for that sell side liquidity. But any kind of sell is gonna be low probability to me. I would love to look for a buying opportunity. If you take a closer look over here, you will see this low, high, lower low. This is that up close body close candle, which is my breaker block. So I want to see that this highest up close body close candle is not going to be broken. Market is going to support that candle and it will keep going higher for that buy side liquidity. It is just my expectation. If you want to trade otherwise, if you would love to look for sell, if there is a selling opportunity, go for it. I have no problem with that. But if you ask me, I'm only interested to look for the buy. Like yesterday, I didn't have any kind of selling opportunity. I was only interested to look for the buy at the beginning of the 9:30. And then you saw that market didn't tap to this fair value gap just for two handle, it went higher. When market reached here, I started to look for selling opportunity. So this is for the bias for today. If anyone has any confusion, just let me know. Just let me know right now, because I would love to talk about yesterday's PM session. The way I was expecting, how it worked over there, I would love to talk about that. Just let me know if you have any confusion about today's bias. Good morning, Mahdi. Victor, brother, Sunday low remain. What do you mean by that? Sunday low remain? London high taken. Session liquidity is something, brother. We have talked about this. We had some argument, and I proved there is nothing called session liquidity in that specific day. So I don't look at that. But if you really feel good enough about the session liquidity, and if you think that market has taken London high, so it will go for the London low, go for it, man. Okay, so you should be free with your analysis. But I don't see the session liquidity. It's worthless to me. I don't look at that. I hope that it's clear. Smokes delivery. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got Apex today. Sent connect to TradingView. It's asking $10. Been more than 6 hours. It should not be like that. If you buy the Apex, then the data should be free. You should contact with their support, brother Hardik. You should contact with their support, man. I have a confusion for him or her, his, etc. Okay, him, her, his. Is it my language? I'm trying, man. I'm trying level best to what to say. I mean, develop my English language. I know it's really shit to listen to me when I talk in a very bad pronounce. And if I make some his, her, something like that, just give me the apologize for that mistake. Yeah, brother, I got your point, Hardik. I think you have to contact with them, okay? Which country are you from? I'm from Bangladesh, brother. Rahat. I will be back in Bangladesh in 26th of February. Right now, I'm in Portugal. So I will be back in Bangladesh in 26th of February. And then maybe I'll be back in Portugal again in September. If I'm alive until that area. Data is free. Yeah, data should be free. But if you want to connect to Tradeovate, it should be connected. I mean, you have to go to the Tradeovate. It should be connected. Just give a message to Discord. I hope they will be able to help you. I'm not an expert of all of this. Tamimi, Outlander, then Gupta, George, they will be able to help you. Some other people like what to say, Ketan, they can help you. Okay, brother. I'm not an expert. English is okay, easy to understand. Thank you, German. It's free to connect. Okay, I point at ons in trading view. Okay, thank you, Outlander, for helping him. Are you from India? I'm from Bangladesh, brother. Just beside India, there is a very small country called Bangladesh. I'm from there. I hope that you heard about Bangladesh. Some days ago, we did the world largest student protest to 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 end the dictator Hasina, the prime minister. So I hope that you heard about Bangladesh because of the student protest. And yeah, that's all. Okay, I think there is no question about the analysis. So I would love to go for the PM session yesterday's. So this is the PM session from yesterday. When market came here to this last entry fair look at from the what to say, I mean the hourly chart. This is that hourly last fair look up. Okay, and this big box is the daily last gap. So this whole big box from there to there, this is the daily last gap. Inside this daily last gap, this is the hourly last gap, this is the hourly entry gap. I wasn't interested to think about that this market will go to this last gap. I was only interested to see some kind of correction yesterday. I was trying to look for some selling opportunity. That was the selling worked perfectly. I didn't take the partial, wanted to take the partial just below that relatively equal lows. That was my sell side liquidity. So I wanted to take the partial below the sell side liquidity. Market didn't came here, so I got stopped out to the break even, and there was some miss entry. So then finally I tried to take another entry from there. It didn't work. After closing the session, I took this entry from this area. So if you remember, if you were with me in my Discord, you know that I took the entry here and I add more there, then added more here, took the partial below this area, tried to hold the trade until the first presented gap from yesterday. That didn't work yesterday. It didn't come to this. It didn't work. It's not true. It didn't come to this first presented gap yesterday. So I was thinking that it will come to this first presented gap here, which is around this area. It will come here. So that was my last target. And then finally I got stopped out. Where I got stopped out? I guess I got stopped out here somewhere. Okay. So after taking the entry, no, not there. Sorry, my mistake. I got stopped out here. Okay. After taking the entry, where was that? After taking the entry around this area, why is that here like the, oh, okay, so here, sorry, I took the entry here and finally I got stopped out around this area. So I was trying to hold the trade until this area, but it didn't come over here. Just one contract. I took my maximum contract of here. Just let one contract to go if it can reach over here. There is something I would love to talk about. So here, this is that buy side liquidity which market has finally taken. Around that liquidity, I talked about this gap in my live. That if you ever see this type of fair value gap around the last gap, sorry, around the buy side liquidity, which is relatively equal highs, around that gap, if you see ever this type of gap, you will look for selling opportunity from that gap. It's the best if it can close below this gap and then retest this gap. That is the best case of scenario. I was little overzealous, so I took my entry from there even before closing over here. That candle didn't close. And when I saw it perfectly closed with this area, so I added more over here after getting the market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. So I added more over here. That was the sell I was looking for yesterday's AM session. That AM session, after that run, which happened around 10 AM. After that run, this is whole consolidation. This is the whole consolidation. So that run happened around the lunch hour. Unfortunately, it happened around the lunch hour, but I tried to take that sell. I was looking for only sell, so I took the sell here, took small losses there by 2 micro contract, then added 8 micro contract. I pyramided over there. So if you are with me in my Discord, you have already seen that. Added here, I took 2 micro contract, added one more 3 here, then added 5 here around this area. So overall, it was 8 micro contract took, and then take the partial first here below that low, took some partial below this low, maximum completed, closed below this low, and finally let one to go, but then it come back again and stopped me out over there. It's okay. Would love to talk about the PM session here. Now, all of you know that I was only looking for selling opportunity. The reason is market should consider some kind of fall. So I am not interested to look for buy anymore. Though around the 1250 to 110 macro, it was a buying opportunity. I wasn't interested to look for the buy here. I was only interested to look for sell. So I was looking for here, what is the unfinished business around this area. If you take a closer look, this fair value gap around this area from 1 minute chart, just let me mark it here. If you will take a closer look here, market came to this 1 minute last fair value gap. After trading this area, market fall a bit, went higher, was no market structure shift, was no inversion fair value gap, was no breaker block, nothing at all. Then finally, market went higher. This is your inverse fair value gap around this area, which is the highest up close fair value gap, which has market traded around this area. Take that buy side liquidity, failed to take that extreme liquidity. My bias was bearish. I was only interested to look for sell. Even after that fall, I was looking for sell below that area. Trade that inverse fair value gap, closed this candle below this inverse gap, come back again to this inverse gap, didn't take my entry from this inverse gap. I took my entry from this fair value gap. When I have seen that market has taken the buy side liquidity, I was waiting for a market structure shift, as I forgot about the inverse gap. It's true, I didn't remember about the inverse gap. If I remembered that, I would try to take my entry from this inverse gap. I was looking for a market structure shift. I saw this market structure shift here with a fair value gap, so I took another entry around this area. Put my stop loss, it was little bigger around the PM session. To be honest, it was little bigger. I put my stop loss above that high because I was pretty much, I was a little confused that maybe this market will come back again until the 50% of that week. So my stop loss was over here. My target was this rejection block, just around this area. That rejection block was my target. I took my partial around this area to this last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. So after taking the partial to this area, I hold my trade until this rejection block. After taking the partial, I wanted to put my stop loss to the break even, but you see this candle, one candle just boom fall, give me the partial and as well as the target over here. So I was not able to move my stop loss. It just one candle, just boom and give me all my profit over there. So I was not able to move my stop loss. If it was not like this, after taking this partial, I would put my stop loss to the break even. Now the funny thing is, maybe this candle wouldn't go until this rejection block, or maybe until this low. Maybe it wouldn't go over there. What happened exactly over here? Just look at this last fair value gap from 1 minute chart, how it is respecting this market. Now you can say, brother, there is another gap from 1 minute chart. Why you are not seeing this as a last fair value gap? As it is very small, I really don't look at them. But if it is reacted, if market react from there, as a hindsight, I mark them as a last fair value gap. Otherwise, I love to mark this type of last fair value gap. Just look at the reaction. I wasn't looking for buy, so I don't give a shit to all of this buy down. I was only interested to look for sell, and that is why that was my PM session entry, only entry, just only entry. Came here, gave me the profit. But look at this fair value gap, the last fair value gap, how it is respecting. Okay, so if this didn't happen over here, I wouldn't get my extreme profit. I put my stop loss to the break even, I would get stopped out to the break even. right? That is why the partial is always important. Make sure that you have taken your partial in the most logical level always. Don't ever let it go. If you do that, you will get punished. I was pretty much confident it will come to this rejection block, but just think about my luck. Just this happened, so I was lucky. I got my profit. If that this candle wouldn't appeared over there, which is very, see, this candle is near about 48 handle. If this candle didn't appear over there, what would happen if I didn't take my partial over there? I would get struck out to the break even, and market will keep going higher until this area and take that high as well. Came very near to this high, made that relatively equal highs, then fall, give me another market structure shift, fair value gap, tap to this fair. I didn't do anything over here. It was outside of the session, and whatever it was happening over there, I didn't do anything over there. Okay, all of this buy, I didn't do anything. That buy, I didn't do anything. You can say, okay, you have missed the trading opportunity. There was your breaker block, low, high, lower low, highest up close body close candle, which is your perfect breaker block according to the price action. Here, that was a perfect breaker block. Market came back again to this breaker block. Why you didn't take the buy? Because I was not looking for buying opportunity. I was looking for selling opportunity, so I framed the sell only. Yeah, I missed that buy, but I'm happy with to take that sell. Market came here, all of this buy. It was much more beautiful to someone to you, okay, but it was perfectly against my expectation. I didn't expect it will come here, it will take all of these highs, so I didn't frame the buy setup. I was only interested to sell, so I tried to take the sell from this gap. This was the PM session from yesterday. So if any of you are trading over there, if you are looking for buying opportunity, no need to worry about that. You did a good job. By the way, that last fair value gap, look at that reaction from that last fair value gap as well. Wick did the damage, but look at the reaction from that last fair value gap as well. Okay, this is something, the power of the last fair value gap. Here the last fair value gap, there the last fair value gap. This is the power of the last fair value gap. I always try to keep you remind this last fair value gap things. So if you are interested to learn this, don't forget to join us in our mentorship, which I'm doing in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today is gonna be the first episode. Last episode was the introduction. Today is gonna be the first episode for the beginners ICT concepts. I will talk about all of this last fair value gap, entry fair value gap from the very beginning. This is the power of that last fair value gap. Then all of this fall, I don't care about that. Now I would love to go for the London session a bit. So this is 15-minute chart. In London session, I'm only interested to trade depending on relatively equal highs or liquidity making session. That has to happen from 1 a.m. New York local time to 6 a.m. New York local time. So as you can see, this is that 1 a.m. New York local time. Market came here, fall a bit, went higher again, made relatively equal highs over there. Not a perfect relatively equal highs, but a relatively equal highs. So I would love to mark this high and that high. It seems like not relatively equal highs, but if you consume the chart in a normal way, you will see clean relatively equal highs over here. Okay, as I stretch the chart, it doesn't seems like a relatively equal highs, like as I do it like this way. But if you keep it in a normal way, which is double click over there, you will see this is relatively equal highs. In London session, I'm only interested to look for relatively equal highs. If market make relatively equal highs, I will go for the trade. If it doesn't make the relatively equal highs, I'm not interested to trade over there. Market has built relatively equal highs, and did that high trade any kind of higher time frame period? That is another most important thing. Now if you take a look over here around this area, which is here, this candle or that specific candle went a bit higher. If you mark this one, if you force the market, you will see here is some kind of fair value gap, inverse gap, or it was trading this inside this inversion fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. As you can see here, it tapped to this gap, went higher, take the liquidity, fall again, closed below this inverse gap. So however, how you would love to use this one, it doesn't matter. Otherwise you can use this gap from 15-minute chart, one candle close just above the 15-minute gap, very next candle come back again below this 15-minute fair value gap. If you would love to use this one as an order block with propulsion block, where here this is your order block, this candle trade that order block, so it is the propulsion block, perfect propulsion block, trade that propulsion block. The way you would love to use this one, the way it is helpful for you, go for that. Would love to go 1 minute chart now. After making that relatively equal highs, I am only interested to look for a selling opportunity. Here, if you take a closer look, market came here to this fair value gap, went higher, take the liquidity. Otherwise, I mean, sorry, this way, this is way, this is my inverse gap. When this candle closed below this gap, I would love to take my entry from this inverse gap. Unfortunately, market didn't come here. If you look for this one, market structure shift, fair value gap, market didn't come to this fair value gap. I would look for selling opportunity only. Unfortunately, market didn't provide me any selling opportunity. All of this buy, I don't care. I'm only interested to look for sell. If I miss this sell and market fall a bit, then I will go to 15-minute chart and I will try to look for if market can make any other sell side liquidity after that fall. So that was that fall over here. After falling over here, did market make any liquidity over there? No, it didn't. Then market went higher bit, fall bit, no other opportunity here to look for the trading opportunity or looking for buy or something like that. So some of you can say that, brother, that was a perfect here, as you can see around this area, around 5 a.m. perfectly market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. I would love to take my entry from this entry fair value gap. I'm not saying that I'm going to take this entry. I'm just telling you the entry gap entry. So I will never wait for this breakaway gap to market come to take my entry. If it come to this breakaway gap, it's a low probability. Always remember that it's a low probability. So if market work with the premium, if it failed to come to the discount because market is already in the discount, it should give me some sign. What is the sign? I'm not interested to go to the discount anymore. I would love to work with the premium area, which is here. This is the main concept you have to understand. This is that whole zone. If it come to this discount, that means it doesn't want to go higher because I'm already in a deep discount. I don't need to come back again to this discount. But obviously it can come here, and if it come here, it's a low probability. This is that entry gap after getting the market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, market keep going higher. All of this area, different matter, okay? But here I'm just not interested to take that buy, not even this buy. No buy. I am only interested to take a sell around this area after seeing that market has built the relatively equal highs over here. So after building that, if market provide me any selling opportunity from this gap, I will go for that. If it doesn't provide me that, I'm not interested to trade anymore. In the market, if you stay whole day, you will keep getting your entry opportunity. You will keep getting your entry opportunity. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. You have to work with some kind of logic. If there is no logic, there should not be any trade. See this market. There was a selling logic, there was a buying logic, selling logic, buying logic. Always there will be some logic. See here, selling logic, buying logic, whatever it is. But at the same time, this was the 7 a.m. kill zone entry. Market has taken clean highs over there. After cleared that clean highs over there, I would love to look for an inverse gap around this area, any kind of inverse gap or market structure shift fair value gap to take my entry. That was a clean fall for this sell side liquidity. See this, all of the sell side liquidity, all of the sell side liquidity, as well as some very random thing, a very random thing. Okay, you have to mark it until the volume balance. This random area came to this random gap. After coming to this random gap, market went higher. I would love to look for a selling opportunity over here after the market structure shift. If there was a fair value gap, I would try to take that sell here. I was here, but I didn't get that fair value gap over here. Okay, so I would love to take a entry over there. Stop loss should be there. My target will be this last fair value gap. In the meantime, I will try to take some partial around this relatively equal lows around here, and I would love to hold this trade until this gap, or maybe until this relatively equal lows, which is over here. You can see, I mean, I would get stopped out to the break even after taking the partial. That could be the 7 a.m. kill zone. As if there was no fair value gap over here, I didn't take that entry around this area. So I hope this is also clear to all of you. Before going to start, because 3 minutes left for 9:30 open, I would love to remind you one more thing. Today is the last day for Apex 80% sell. So if any of you are interested to take this opportunity, to make sure that you have used this code, not T2 wizard. I need some more sell to make it T2 wizard again. So please try to make sure that you are using this code for buying it. Okay, this is a really good opportunity to buy some cheap account. For example, if you go for the 50k account, it's 33 handle sorry, $33.40. But if you go with 150, 250, 300K, all of them are for $59.40. Usually they're too much expensive. You have to pay the activation fees, which is going to be the lifetime activation fees. So overall, it's going to be $159.40. If you go for 50K account, it's going to be $133.40. Okay, so it's really cheaper comparing with other platforms. So if any of you are interested for the copy trade, Apex is the best in my opinion. Just make sure that you have used that code. Okay, and for take profit trader, I would love to remind you, brother. For take profit trader, they have 50% discount right now. The funny thing or the most important thing is if you can pass the eval and if you can get the funded account, make for 50K account. Okay, I'm just going to give you the example of 50K account and you will see other accounts. For 50K account, your maximum loss is $2,000. Now you got your funded account, okay, and you made $2,000. Whatever you will make more than $2,000, you can request that money immediately, and you can do it 3 times in a day from one account. You make $100, request that to your account. You made another $200, request that to your account. You made another $500, request that in your account. You can do it every single day with Take Profit Trader. In my opinion, that is really a good thing. So if any of you are interested, make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard for Take Profit Trader. Okay, and for Bullnox, we have 83% discount, which is also valid for today. Okay. So this is 9:30 open. Would love to see the opening gap. This is the opening gap. Okay. Don't focus over here because we have thousands new to opening gap, new week opening gap over here. So it's really so messy, but all of you know that I'm only interested to think about buying opportunity. So let's see if it can provide me the buying opportunity or not. We have news around 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m., which is PMI. No entry should be valid before 10 a.m. I will go for the trade if the first presented gap is peculiar to me. Then I'll go for the first presented gap. Otherwise, I will not go for the first presented gap. Let me check this gap. How many handle is that? 43. Okay, it's not valid. So it came here, took that relatively equal lows. You see this low and that low. They are the clean lows over here. This low and that low, they're the clean lows. Took that on. Don't get confused. It has taken that one. You can see here. This is taken. Let me see if it take one more time before going higher, or does it want to keep falling? This is 8:30 open here. This is the 8:30 open. This is midnight open. Market is in discount here. Okay, when market is below this 8:30 and midnight open, it is in discount. So can market go to the premium now? I'll look for the first presented gap. If it is confident for me, then I'll go for that. By the way, this is the yesterday's first presented gap over here, which market trade today. There, for the first time, your stop loss will be here. Okay, the candle has built that first presented gap. Stop loss will be here somewhere. I don't remember exactly, but it will be here somewhere. 25 handle is there. For the first time, market came to the first presented gap. That was your first presented gap entry from yesterday. So Monday it didn't work. Tuesday it worked perfectly. Below 8:30 open and midnight open. It is in deep discount. Okay. Mm, let's see if it can make the first presented gap here or not. I will go for the trade if the bull gap, it market make the bull gap as a first presented gap. I'll go for the buy. Otherwise, I will wait until the PM session. Sorry, until the 10 a.m. New York local time. In 15-minute chart, you can see market tap to this new week opening gap high, as well as it is trading all of this area, which is overlapped with new day opening gap and the new day opening gap. It's overlapped over there. I'm only interested, think about the buy. If any of you are interested to look for the sell, please go for it. One trade down from IRL to 8:30 a.m. high. Congratulations, brother. Till what time are you planning to take learnings? Archana, every single day when I will come for here, I'm just not sure exact time because after finishing this stream, in the morning session stream, I have to cook, I have to eat, I have to pray. So I have to do three things within 1.5 hours. So it will be between 1 and 2 a.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. I will put the upcoming session. You will get the notification at least half an hour before it starts in the Discord. You will get the notification. My fund is better for you. If you ask me, my funded futures and earn to trade, it's really difficult to say because earn to trade right now they have 60% discount. Can you tell me how much the price will be? You don't need to think about the activation fees because you don't have to pay that, okay, from your pocket, the activation fees. Just let me know how much it will be. Right now we have the 60% discount. If you use the code T2 wizard, you will get 60% discount. Just let me know how much it will be after that 60% discount. I prefer earn to trade because of one thing, and that is if you buy 50K account, then you will be able to get 400K live account step by step with the payout. So it's a great opportunity for those people who really would love to make small money every day. Okay, so some kind of your target is $200, just $200 every day. This is the best for them who really are not greedy. Earn to trade is best for them because when you will get that 400K, where $88,000 is your $12,000 is your fixed drawdown. 12,000 live money is your fixed drawdown. All you have to do is you have to make $200 or $100 every single day. That's all you have to do. If you do that, oh man, you are in a good position. 76 50K account. Go for it, man. This is the cheapest one. Go for it. Don't even think about anything else. This is the cheapest. Just go for it. you will get great opportunity. I mean, if you don't want that 400k, it's okay, because for 400k you have to face the trailing drawdown. Just go with the fixed drawdown or end of the day drawdown. Keep that 50k account, but $76, just go for it. It's the cheapest one. My funded futures is also good because of their rules, but earn to trade is better right now. If it is $76, I really don't know. All I know that you will get 60% discount. That's all I know. So if it is $76, then it's the cheapest one. Go for it. If you don't use the code, I'm gonna curse you, okay? Oh man, I'm little early. I'm little early. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I'm little early. I don't know it will make the first presented gap or not. Is it? Yeah, it is the perfect first presented gap, but I took I took what to say. I mean, I my entry should be from there, not from there. I thought that it's gonna make the entry, I mean, close over there, so I put the stop, I mean, entry over there. It's okay. Shit. My entry should be from here. Stop loss there. 25 handle is should be there. Let's hope for the best. Though I am little early, entry should be from there. Okay, I thought that it will close over there, so I put the limit order, and it actually took me. Went with the lowest leverage, so really not going to worry about that. Stop loss is one tick below the candle, which has made this first presented gap. Otherwise, it could be just loss of 8 handle. Yeah, it could be a loss of 8 handle. My entry should not be from there. It should be from there. There. That's okay. I should have been waited for that. Because if I could take the entry over here, I could put the stop loss below the 50% of this candle. I could do that, like something like this. Here, entry, stop loss is around there. Target could be this 25 handle, something like this. I'll go for the re-entry if this candle can close one tick above that high. So here, I'll go for another buy. Stop loss is going to cover the order block, which is here. Sell stop just below that order block. Okay, so we'll have to take the buy from there. There, one tick below that order block. Stop loss is here. 13 handle. We'll go for that area. Put it a little below here. Yeah. So try one more time from this order block. If it works, it didn't work, so no more trade for the first presented gap. We'll wait for the 10 a.m. news and then we'll go for the trade. It is respecting this first presented gap, but the wick are doing the damage. See, nobody is going to close below this first presented gap. I believe that it will work, but wick did the damage. Let's wait for the bit. It will work. I believe that it will work, but we did the damage. My tidy stop loss punished me sometime. It's okay. Okay, this is my belief that it will work today because my bias is bullish. It should keep going higher at least until this line. It will go, but week did the damage. I was not expecting this type of week. It did the damage. So if any of you actually took the entry and your stop losses just covered the 50% of that week, I hope that it will work for them. We'll see. But I'll go for the trade after 10 a.m. New York local time. Obviously, if it is high probability, I'll go for 5 micro contract. If it is low probability, I'll keep going with 2 micro contract, the lowest leverage. If it is high probability, then I will go maximum 5 micro contract. Not going to take the entry with 5 micro contract. I will take 2 micro contract entry and then I will add more. I'll keep adding. I believe it will work. Trust me, man. It's so confident entry. It was so confident entry, but the week did the damage. It should go higher. A bit more, a bit more. Man, don't just fall from there. Go and take that line, that buy side liquidity line. You should take that on. You have engineered more liquidity. I know that you are going to take that on. Why is spending too much time, man? Don't do that. Go, 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 go. That fall was really dramatic. We did the damage. I'm so much confident about this trade. I mean, I really want to see it will go higher. It should go higher. Trust me, man. Even if it is falling, it should keep going higher. I'm really so much confident that it will go higher. But let's see. MNQ should be 5 handles, should and NQ 10 handles, right? No, it should be 5 handle. For NQ, it should be 5 handle. NQ, MNQ, both of them should be 5 handle. Let me check the NQ actually. If it is not 5 handle, it is 5 handle, right? Yeah, it's exactly okay. In NQ, it's not 5 handle, but it's in MNQ, it's 5 handle, 100% perfectly 5 handle. As I'm trading here in MNQ, so I'll keep it there. Not going to see from the MNQ. Sorry, NQ, from the NQ. I'm trading here, so I would love to use this MNQ chart. Go back. Go, 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 go. A bit more, man. Please. A bit more. Don't. Don't do that. A bit more. Go, 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 go. A bit more, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's really unfair. If it fall from there, it's really unfair. By the way, it's 25. Yeah, exactly 25. I know that you can't come back again to this min threshold. You should not come to this min threshold. Trade this order block one more time, acceptable. But this min threshold, you can't trade this min threshold one more time. If you come here, then maybe you will go for this clean lows here. Don't touch that min threshold one more time. Don't touch it. Don't touch that min threshold. See, a small portion is open here. That is called perfection. You can't touch this min threshold. Please don't touch it. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me a bit run. Give me a bit run. Oh man. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Indian session. M2 Seg. Good morning, brother Sharda. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. I am gonna cry actually if it reverses from there before hitting my target. I will really cry. I tried 2 times here entry, but weak did the damage. I got stopped out because of the weak. I was not expecting this weak will fall that much, but still, that is what it is. Ah, ah. It came to this min threshold. There is much more possibility it will go for this relatively equal lows now. There can be a possibility that it will come back again for this relatively equal lows. So if it doesn't work from there, there is nothing to say. To be honest, there is nothing to say. Very near to 25 handle, and then if it reverse. It's not going to work anymore. Until it's not broken, this first presented gap is not broken, I will keep looking for that 25 handle. But if this is broken, then there's much more possibility it will go for this liquidity, this relatively equal lows. If there's no news around 10 a.m., then I could frame a sell setup from this first presented gap. As we have the news, I'm not interested to take the sell. And as you can see, if it hit my stop loss, then I will say that first presented gap didn't work today because it didn't hit 25 handle. I hope that it's perfect. Yeah, everything is perfect. If it didn't hit it, I will say it didn't work today. Though it was very near, just for one tick, it didn't hit my target. But if there was no news around this AM session, I would take the sell here. Stop loss would be there around above that high. Target will be this relatively equal loss. As I have the news, I'm not going to take this entry. First presented gap didn't work today. Just for one tick, it didn't work. It is much more possible right now. When this candle came to this min threshold one more time, there's much more possibility it will go for this relatively equal lows now. I'm not going to take this sell as we have news around 10 a.m. So after 10 a.m. I'll go for the trade and I will try to take only the buying opportunity, not selling. I will go for the buy only. If it is low probability, I'll go for 2 micro contract. If it is high probability, I'll go for 5 micro contract. I will add more. So two contract entry, then I will add more. One, one, one. Like this way, I will add until 5 maximum until 5 micro contract. This first presented gap is the perfect inverse gap. It is called the perfect inverse gap. So I don't want to see anybody close above the 50% of that inverse gap. But as I told you, my bias is bullish. So if it started to go higher, I'll be okay with that. But if my bias was bearish and I was thinking that this market will fall, right now as I'm thinking that it will come for this relatively equal lows, I don't want to see anybody close above the 50% of that first presented gap. I'm waiting for PMI to see if it can expand higher or not. So let's wait a bit. If there was no PMI, I would take my entry from this area one more time. Stop loss would be there. Would hold my trade until this area after taking some partial to the open of this candle. After taking the partial here, I would hold my trade here. As I have the PMI, my bias is bullish. I am not going to take this entry. My bias is bullish, so please don't get confused. Though I have outlined this sell, it's I wish it will work, but my bias is bullish. So I am only interested to look for buying opportunity, no selling opportunity. But if there was no news, I would try to take this scalp over here. As there is news around 10 a.m. New York local time, not going to take this entry because around the news it can expand higher with speed. So I just would love to take that one, not the selling one. If any of you would love to take this one, obviously this is logical. If you want to take this one, you can go for it. I just didn't take it because the news and my bias is bullish, both of them. This is a perfect inverse gap. The gap I have talked about, perfect inverse gap. Market tap to this gap, take the buy side liquidity. This is called the perfect inverse gap. See this line, that would be my partial here. Just open up that candle. It has to be the partial. There, that should be the partial and would hold my trade until this relatively equal lows. After taking the partial, I would put my stop loss one tick above that candle. Highest up close, body close candle, just one tick above that candle. This is the consecutive order block. All of these three candles are the consecutive order block. The most sensitive one is the highest one. That is the most sensitive one. Until this partial, it's not bad. 28 handle, it was good. So after taking the partial, if I get stopped out here, I'm okay with that. This is the lowest down close body close candle which has traded this gap. So it's a perfect order block. As I'm looking for buy, my bias is bullish. This order block can hold the market, send it higher again. Okay. If my bias was bearish, I wouldn't mark this candle. I wouldn't take my partial here. I would take my partial to the rejection block. As my bias is bullish, every bullish period, I would love to look for them that they will stop the market, send it higher. So let's see. 1 minute to go before the PMI news. After the PMI, I will take my entry again. If it is a bull entry, I will maximize my entry opportunity. Sorry, maximize my entry contract. I would get stopped out here. After taking the partial, I would get stopped out to the break even. See this partial, it's actually the order block from 1 minute chart here, order block around this area. As my bias is bullish, that is why I would take the partial here. If my bias was bearish, I would take my partial there to the rejection block. Okay, this is PMI. I wish it will keep going higher so that I will be able to take the entry. Buy side liquidity is there. That is my buy side liquidity. I wish that I will be able to catch the buy run from this gap. If it make a gap here, I'll try to take the entry from this gap. I'll just look for a gap here. If it makes a gap, I'll take the entry from that gap. If it doesn't make the gap, I'm not going to take the entry. Simple. No gap, no entry. Even if it keep going higher, take that buy side liquidity. I don't care. I won't take my entry if there is no gap. As you can see, there is no gap. No entry is valid to me. Came back to this last gap. This is from 1 minute chart. This is that last gap from 1 minute chart inside this first presented gap. So let's see if it can hold it or send it higher, or does it want to keep falling. If this low is taken by the run, if the low is taken, come back again to this fair value gap now. I will take the sell. If it come here to this fair value gap now, I will take the sell before taking this sell side liquidity. Before taking this sell side liquidity, if it come here to this area one more time, I'll take the sell. It's taken. Let him fall. If I want to change my bias, how I will change my bias? Below this low. When market will go below this low, I'll change my bias. Not interested to take any kind of sell right now, as the liquidity has been taken. Will not go any kind of sell. From 1 minute chart, this high has traded this 1 minute last fair value gap. From 1 minute chart, that was the last fair value gap. Market has traded this 1 minute last fair value gap around this area. If you take a look over here, it has been trading this whole area, which is nothing over here. To be honest, I have next sell side liquidity around this area, so it can keep falling for this sell side liquidity. We're just not going to take the entry from here, because if I would love to take the entry here, for example, I took the entry there, my stop loss is going to be there, which is 50 handle. I'm not interested to take the entry over here to put my stop loss around 50 handle. Either way, I'm not going to take this one. So I'll just let this go. If it keep falling, I will do nothing because of the stop loss. Stop loss is gonna be too big. If some of you would love to take the entry from this breaker block, you can go for it. Something like this to the open breaker block, and maybe your stop loss will be here somewhere. 21 handle, it is logical. You can go for this, but I will not take this sell. I'm just not interested to take the sell until body close below this low or wick go below this low. I will not take any sell. I will keep holding my bullish bias. So any kind of market structure shift fair value gap, I will take the buy. If it keep falling, obviously from that order block, breaker block, it can keep fall for the sell side liquidity and then for that sell side liquidity. I will not take them. I'm only interested to look for buy. All I'm seeing that market has taken all the liquidity here. All the liquidity has been taken around this area. From 2 minute chart, do I have anything? Nothing. 5 minute chart. Okay, from 5 minute chart, I have a fair value gap. Perfect. We'll go 1 minute chart again. Took all the liquidity, trade that 5 minute fair value gap. Can it keep going higher? I'm only interested to look for buying opportunity. Whoever would love to take the sell, go for it. I will only look for the buying opportunity, as well as here new week opening gap high. Sorry, new week opening gap constant crossment. It come back again to constant crossment. Can it keep going higher? SMT with SPX 500 in 15 minute chart. That's cool, man. 15 order block the target. 15 order block the target. Okay, so you are looking for this. Perfect, man. Obviously you can go from this breaker block to until maybe this sell side liquidity is more clean. If you are looking for sell, I'm not looking for sell. I will not go for selling opportunity. I will wait if market can provide me any buying opportunity. But of course you can look for sell. You can look for any kind of sell side liquidity here. I will look for sell if and only if this market go and close below this low. See this low, not close, at least go below that low with a fair value gap from 50-minute chart or the hourly chart. Then I will look for sell. Otherwise, I'm only interested to look for buy. Just this one. My bias can be wrong. Maybe market will keep falling. I can't take this sell, so I am not going to take this sell. If you think it will keep falling, you want to take the sell, go for it. Just go for it. Go for it. Go for it. On my right, this is 2 minute chart, okay? Not 15-minute chart. On my right, it's 2 minute chart. I'm just watching this 2 minute to see if this parabolic gap from 2 minute chart can be respected or not. Just because of that, I kept this 2 minute chart open over here. If Brajaran can go to 21,351 local limit level, okay. If bullish, then 21,659. We are in range equilibrium level. Can lot of time here. I am waiting. Not going to take any entries right now. We'll be waiting for a bit to find out the direction. Then we'll go for the trade. For selling, I need something very specific. Then I'll go for selling. Otherwise, I'm not interested to look for sell. I don't know what I'm looking for if I would love to look for sell. I don't know that. Market is below both 8:30 open and midnight open. It's a great opportunity to look for buy here, as I have the buy side liquidity. At the same time, market went above those level here. It was in premium. Now it can fall for the discount, which is the sell side liquidity here from 1 minute chart. It can fall for the sell side liquidity. I'm just waiting. Brother, we are in the new day opening gap, new week opening gap, lot of things over here. You can see on my right hand side, all of this area are inside the new day opening gap, new week opening gap. Everything here is in new day opening gap, new week opening gap. If you ask me what should we do, we should avoid this area to trade. But as you can see from here around to this line, which is right in buy side liquidity, from there to until there, that blue line, everything is in aligned with new day opening gap, new week opening gap. So to be honest, we have to work here. We have like lot of new day opening gap, new week opening gap around this area. By the way, this is the 9:30 candle, right? After this 9:30 candle, what is the first presented gap? This is the first presented gap. There is no other gap in my opinion. I don't see any other gap. After 9:30, this is the 9:30. There is no other gap. What gap you guys are talking about? There's no other gap. I'm only interested to look for buy. So if it provide me the buying opportunity, I'll go for that. 932, 933, 932, 933, 932, 933, 2, 3. This is the 932. This candle closed there. This candle opened here. There is not even a single one handle gap. Sorry, not even one tick gap. Maybe there is a gap from NQ, I don't know. But in MNQ, there is no gap. No gap at all. So let's say if it can make a fair value gap around this line, I will go for the buy from that gap. But that gap has to be happen inside, around this line. There should be the gap around this line. If no gap around this line, I'm not going to take the entry. I'm only interested to look for buy. Whoever would love to take the sell, go for it. If there is a gap, I will take the buy from this gap. Okay, no gap around this line, so not going to take this entry. As the gap is not around this line, not going to take the buy. If it works, I will let this go because the end gap is not around this line. So all I'm seeing that market has taken the buy side liquidity here. Now it will fall. It can fall for this sell side liquidity. So not going to take this buy from this area. Yeah, of course it can respect this gap. It can start to go higher. If it happens, I'll try to take the entry from the order block. But as the gap is not around this line, not going to take this buy. It can now keep falling for this sell side liquidity after trading this whole gap. Or from the 2-minute chart, you can see here is a gap. So market trade that gap. Now it can start to fall for this sell side liquidity. If I would love to take the buy, I will wait for the order block to take my buy. Otherwise, I'll let this go. For selling, it's really difficult for me to frame the sell setup here. There is a small gap. It can respect this gap and then it can start to fall. Not going to take this one, but it can do this. Just not going to take this one, okay? 19 handle stop loss. 19 handle stop loss. Should I go for this? No, I won't go for this. I'll just let this go, okay? I'm gonna sacrifice that one. So that would be the entry. It can fall now for this sell side liquidity until this sell side liquidity. I'm just gonna sacrifice it, not going to take it. My bias is bullish. This bullish parallel from 5-minute chart is still holding the price. I'm just going to sacrifice this trade. No, brother, this is not the 22 YT model because this is relatively equal highs. It's not swing high, it's relatively equal highs. That is why it's not 22 YT model. Now it can work from this gap to until this sell side liquidity. I'm just going to sacrifice this trade. If any of you would love to take this on, it's a low probability, but it has more probability that it will work now, like this way, okay? I'm just going to sacrifice it because I'm bullish. That is just because of that, I'm not going to take this entry. Even if this candle could close below the 50% of that week, I would go for this trade. There is no sign yet that it will fall. So that is why I didn't take my entry from this gap. If anyone would love to take, you can take it. I'm just not going for this. Low probability, not going to take this one. As well as my bias is bullish, so I will only look for the buying opportunity. Yeah, 777. Yeah, I'm trading the MNQ. If you mark the fair value gap in NQ, it is not a valid 5 handle from NQ as well. This is not a valid 5 handle gap from NQ. Go and check. It's 4 handle 3 tick, not 5 handle. So if you look for the perfect 5 handle gap according to me in NQ, then this is going to be the first presented gap after 9:30. This is going to be the perfect first parallel gap after 9:30. This gap. So as I'm trading in MNQ, so I will just stay over here. I'm not taking this entry because my bias is bullish. There is no sign left that it will fall. That is why I'm not taking this entry. But there is much more possibility it will fall for this sell side liquidity. I'm just not going to take it. I'll sacrifice it even if it works. I'm only interested to think about the buying opportunity if it can go higher. But you can take a risk for lowest leverage for 1900. You can take that risk if you want with your own risk. I will only think about selling opportunity. Sorry, not selling, buying opportunity. If it keep consolidating, then I will have nothing to do. See this candle, it reacted from the 50% of that week. That week has taken all the liquidity. So as it has traded the 50%, nobody closed below this one. I was not able to take the sell from there. Even if it closed below this candle, I mean below that line, I would take the sell from this gap. It is more logical to think about the sell until this sell side liquidity. Trust me. But I'm just sacrificing it. I would go for the buy. I would go for the buy if there was a fair value gap around that line. Just if that happened, I would go for the buy from that fair value gap. It's not 22 YT model because this is not a swing high. It's a liquidity, relatively equal highs. Market has taken that relatively equal highs, come back again inside the range. It can fall now for this sell side liquidity. This is more logical to happen now. Small volume. Bemmel. What did you say, brother? I didn't understand. Not to we have fair value gap with volume. No, I don't like to mark the fair value gap with the volume balance. I love to mark it week to week. If it is week to week, the gap, I would love to mark it. But for analyzing, I can use volume balance to volume balance. But for marking it, I would love to go week to week. It's consolidating, so I'll let this go. If any of you take this sell, it should be your own risk. I'm not going to take it. I'm gonna sacrifice it because I'm only interested to think about the buying opportunity. So I will sacrifice this trade. And we'll try to take some buying opportunity. Okay, it would be and stopped out. Do you guys understand why I didn't take that sell? Even if it was a possibility to fall for the sell side liquidity, I didn't want to take that sell. There was no sign that would tell me that this market is going to fall. So I was not looking for sell. First of all, my bias is not bearish. You have to understand what is your bias. My bias was not bearish. If my bias was bearish, I would go for the trade from this parallel gap with confidence. As my bias is not bearish, I would love to look for a buying opportunity only. So I will sacrifice it even if it works, because if I don't outline this and then if it works perfectly, some of you will start to say that okay, I took that sell or blah 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 lot of things. Okay, and that is really pathetic to me. That is why just I outlined that sell, because I'm not interested to take that sell. It is going against my bias. I would love to take the buy only. If it keep consolidating, I will have nothing to do. By the way, guys, tomorrow is the giveaway. So one my funded futures account, I'm going to give it tomorrow. If any of you would love to join to that giveaway, make sure that you have joined to our Discord. You will see the link to the pin comment. Make sure that you have verified your account, because if you don't verify it, you won't be able to message through the Discord. It's absolutely free. Make sure that you have verified your phone number or everything. I'm not going to wait for someone to give you the verify over there. So please make sure that you have verified your account and you are with me in our Discord. It's absolutely free. If the candle close above this fair value gap, this first presented fair value gap, whatever fair value gap it will make over here, I'll go for the buy from that fair value gap. But it has to close above this first presented gap. If it do that, I will go whatever fair value gap I will get here, I'll go for the buy from there. But it has to close above this first presented gap. Mahdi, hold your eye points, okay? If I get like 3,000 followers in Twitter or 10k subscriber in YouTube or 1,000 member in Discord, I'm gonna make another giveaway next week. And that giveaway will be happen depending on the points. So whoever will have the highest point, I'll choose 10 of the people from there and I'll give that account to those people, because you are spending more time with me. So I'm interested to give you the account out of the first 10 people, depending on that point. As I told, if the body close above this fair value gap with a fair value gap here, then I will think about the buy from this area. If it doesn't happen, still I'm not holding or I'm not trying to take the buy. My bias is bullish. I will only look for the buying opportunity. But for that, I need a body close above that fair value gap first with a fair value gap. If it doesn't happen, not going to take the entry. Simple. It's not a good price action. There is not even a single buying opportunity yet. Not perfect setup, nothing yet. So not in rush. I can't take the entry here. If I take the buy, I'll get stopped out. If I get the sell, I will get stopped out. And you can see here, if I take the buy, maybe it will keep going higher as my bias is bullish. But at the same time, it didn't tap even this fair value gap. I don't know it will work or not, but still now it didn't tap to this fair value gap, so that's not a buying opportunity yet. Let me check the 15-minute chart one more time. What is happening over there? There is a wick. If you ever see long wick, small body, what should you think about that? Long wick, small body. Long wick, small body. What should you think about that? You know that. Team Mehdi, you have okay. I appreciate, but I am here just to learn. Where I know I can't get the benefit of those giveaways, unfortunately. Oh, Madi, thanks for that, man. That's a big compliment, man. I know some of you are not here to just for the giveaway. Not some of you, most of you are not here for the giveaway, but this is my appreciation. As you are spending the time, so you have like some right to get that on. And I hope that my moderators are not going to argue with me about these concepts. Don't trade consolidation away from the market, indecision, choppy. Okay. Take a liquidity. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Choppy, it's choppy. Do I need to force the market right now? No. I tried to trade from the first presented gap, didn't work. Was one tick below 25 handle, one tick below that. Didn't work the first presented gap as well. Well, cool. Here, when market came here for the first time, if I saw that a body close above this first presented gap with a fair value gap, I could go for the buy from there. As it has taken too many times over here, not going to use this first presented gap area to take my buy. Even if I miss this, I'll miss it. I'll just let this go. Not going to take that buy from here anymore, as it didn't give me the speed around this area. I was looking for this type of candle through this first presented gap. I didn't get it. I'm not going to take the buy. My bias is bullish until this buy side liquidity. I'm only interested to look for buy. As I told, I will sacrifice every kind of sell. I will keep looking for buy. Market didn't provide me the buying opportunity. I'm not going to take the entry. Whoever would love to take the entry, go for it. You want to chase the price from there, chase it. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to chase the price anymore from there. So my opportunity has come. If it could happen here, I would go for the buy from there. My bias is bullish. I would go for the buy from there. As I miss it, not going to take it anymore. If you'd love to take it, go for it. Yeah, Murad, I showed it at the beginning of this stream. The first presented gap from yesterday worked perfectly today. So Monday it didn't work. Tuesday it worked. Wednesday, that means today, it didn't work just for one tick. Just for one tick, it didn't work. So it was like 24 handle, 3 tick, not 25 handle. Just for one tick, it didn't work. Tried one time, two time, three time to reach until 25 handle, failed. Then fall a bit, take that by using that PMI. It was absolutely shit. If you would love to take the buy, sell, anything over here, go for it. I'm just not going to touch it. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. T1 NQ first work perfect 25 handle today. In NQ, I don't have the first presented gap here. In NQ, the first presented gap is there. This is the first presented gap. You can see in NQ, just let me show this thing. In MNQ, I marked this one as my first presented gap in MNQ. But yeah, I know that MNQ is not perfect, but see this gap, okay? 21561.25, 21566.00, which is four handle, three tick, not five handle. So it's not my first presented gap. If I would love to mark my first presented gap, then this is going to be my first presented gap for today with NQ. This is the first presented gap for today here. For the first time it tapped here, I would love to see from there, can it reach for the 25 handle. So in the low, that could be the 25 handle here. It didn't work. It failed. It didn't even come very near to this area. So it didn't work today according to the first presented gap. Either way, it didn't work. Okay, I can see that what gap you guys are talking about. You guys are talking about this gap, I guess, if I'm not wrong. You guys are talking about this gap. From NQ, that was the gap you guys are talking about, right? If I'm not wrong. Oh, no, my mistake. Maybe this gap is 25 handle. Let me check actually this gap. 18, yeah, sorry. Not this one. This is the first presented gap from today, okay? At the same time, it didn't work as well. This gap didn't work as well. Not this one. My mistake, not this one. This is the first presented gap today. For me, it didn't work today. Take your decision wisely after seeing 15-minute chart, okay? After seeing 15-minute chart. What you are seeing here, take your decision depending on that. If you feel confident, go for it. If you don't feel confident, don't take that entry. I'm not feeling confident, I'm not taking any entries from there. I can gamble. Obviously, I can gamble. There is nothing wrong. But I'm just not going to gamble as well. We'll wait for a better price action. If I get it, I'll go for it. If I don't get it, I'm not going to take any entries. After 11:30 to until 8:30 a.m. New York local time Friday, no trade is valid. So you have 1 hour left to take your entry. Before 8:30 a.m. Friday, until that area, you have just 1 hour left to trade. Hey, dear money, how are you, brother? Yes, that's ICT's first gap. Yeah, I can see it. Not interested to take any entries over here. My bias is bullish. Even though this market will keep going higher, I am not going to take any entries from there. Yeah, nothing is clear to me. See this price action. Look at this price action. It's nothing so serious. I mean, even after this market structure shift, there is no fair value gap from 2-minute chart. No, after market structure shift, no fair value gap. So I can't frame any kind of buying opportunity. Even I believe that this market will keep going higher. From 5-minute chart, still from 5-minute chart, no fair value gap, nothing at all. So not interested to look for any kind of buying opportunity. Right now, market is reacting from the 50% of the opening gap. After 9:30, the opening gap is here. This is the 50%. Market is respecting that 50%. Can it keep going higher? I believe that it will keep going higher until this buy side liquidity without any entry opportunity. You want to go for the trade, go for it. I don't have the opportunity, so I'll not go for it. Today is the last day for Apex, 80% discount. If any of you are interested about that, don't forget to use this code. Okay, this is our new code for Apex. Please make sure that you have used that code YIZZHZGN. Okay, please make sure that you have used that code. Today is the last day. By the way, who is in the trade right now? If any of you are in the trade right now, let me know, please. I would love to ride the boom for you. I am unable to trade. It doesn't mean you are going to unable to trade as well. Obviously, you can find a perfect setup or something. Maybe you are in buy, maybe you are in sell. I don't know. Just let me know if any of you are in trading. But NK Slayer is slaying it. Will post profit in Discord soon. Who is NQ Slayer? I'm red today. Okay. I'm also red until now. I'm in of the inversion. Harry, you are bullish, or I mean buying or selling? I'm long to micro. The school. Good evening, Hassan. How are you, man? I'm coming to you, man. I have a big long transit in your country. Long from 21,542. Long from 21,542,542. So you took the long from this order block, I guess. You took the long from there. Okay. Let's see, brother. I'm long. Okay, so many people are in long. I'm happy that you guys are bullish as well. Yeah, I'm also bullish. I will be interested to take buy only. No sell is valid to me. I'm only interested to look for buy. It's good. Raj N. Yes, okay. Buying. Congratulations, brother. Morning, red pull unplugged. The most recent inversion fair value gap. I think you took the entry from this gap. If I'm not wrong, you took the gap entry from there. If I'm not wrong, let me know if I'm wrong. Thanks, man. You are most welcome. Just let me know. I will let you know, brother. Hey, FX. Thanks for the penguin, man. Where were you been? Bullish. That's cool, man. Thank you for correcting me, Harry. I did my chill stop loss in buy. I'm only interested to buy, brother. I'm not interested to look for sell. I believe that this market will keep going higher. At the beginning, I told I will look for sell if and only if this market go below that low. Then I will start to look for sell. Otherwise, I will keep looking for buy until this line and finally until this low of this last parallel gap from the hourly chart. I'll keep looking for buying opportunity. Just not interested to look for sell. If it engineered some liquidity from 15-minute chart, maybe then I'll change my thinking. I'll try to take some sell. Otherwise, from 15-minute chart, there is no sell side liquidity. I'm not interested to look for sell. I'll keep looking for buy. Done for today. I will request my payout. Hey Alex, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, brother. Green morning, correct. Green morning, correct. Yeah. Good, man. Good. Just busy with life and market difficult. So difficult, man. Market is so difficult. Thanks for the penguin, Alex. Did you trade today, FX? Did you trade today, man? And please join me tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna give a giveaway, 150k account, my funded futures. Please join me. I wanna try my luck with you, Tamimi, Outlander, with all of you guys. Let's go. There is no entry opportunity for me. I'm waiting. If it doesn't provide me the entry, I'm not going to take any entries. If you want to take the entry, go for it. Just go for it, man. I am waiting. Yesterday and today, hit max loss, closed chart crying. I stop after 2 or 3 losses. Yes, man, it's really so difficult to trade today. Yesterday it didn't give me the entry, and today so difficult. I mean, nothing from 15-minute chart, long, weak, small body. Really so difficult. So still waiting for an opportunity if it can provide me that. As I can't trade tomorrow because of NFP, non-farm payroll, I really would love to take one entry. So we'll wait for the last macro, which is 1050 to 1110 macro. I wish that it will provide me some kind of opportunity. Just my thinking, not sure. I'm waiting for Asian high to hit. Okay, Raj in. Let's see, brother, if it can hit the Asian's high or not. This is how market is going higher. Okay, this is how market is going higher. What is my bias? Anybody can tell me what is my bias? Why I was looking for buy? Market didn't provide me the entry opportunity. That's different case of scenario. But who can tell me that what was my bias and why I was looking for that? Anybody can tell me that. I'm really interested to know that. My bias and why it was that. Why I would ready to sacrifice any kind of selling opportunity. Why I would sacrifice those selling opportunity. Who can tell me that? Yes, absolutely, Harry. Absolutely, man. The way it is going higher, it's a different case. It's not clean, I'm not taking entries. If it was clean, I would go for that entries. It is not clean, I'm not taking any entries. Absolutely. Absolutely, equal highs, absolutely. Market is consolidating. Yeah, I know that. Buy side and in equal highs, absolutely, brother. With higher time frame period. With higher time frame period. So I'm only interested to look for buying opportunity until this buy side liquidity. More importantly, until this box. So keep that line in your mind. Today, I want to see this market will touch 21781.00. Until that line, market will touch that line. That is my expectation for today. Let's see if it can build the buy side liquidity here, then fall, then can make the buy run again. If it happens, I'll go for this buy side liquidity. What's the daily time frame? It confirms in a rubbish market we have been trading at least. Yeah, from the daily chart, this is all the price action depending on the, this whole price action is actually deriving by tweet. It's all depending on the tweet, either Trump's tweet, either Trudeau's tweet, or the Mexico's president's tweet. This is all deriving by the tweet of those president. So this is whole area. And if you look over here on the 15-minute chart, just look how many gaps do I have. How many gaps do I have here? Any kind of trade in between this area is low probability. In between this area is low probability. Any kind of trade is low probability. Any level from here can be respected. Market can fall, market can keep going higher. Anything can happen here. The first highest opportunity to trade is this small portion of this area. What is that? Here. See, from there to there. This is the first small portion, which is near about 84, 74, near about 100 handle. This is the safest area to trade. Just look at this market. Absolutely bullshit, man. Don't touch it. You are missing it, don't give a shit. You miss that, don't care about that. It's not good. Don't touch it. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. If you forgot to show some love with a like, now is your chance to make it right. Please, go for it, man. I feel NQ is cheating us these days. Maybe new boyfriend, new opportunities. I guess so, man. I guess so. 2 likes only? Oh, okay, 80 likes. 158 people are watching, 80 likes. Please make sure that you have pushed the like button before watching or before opening the stream. Okay, please. And if any of you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. Apex, today this is the last day for Apex, 80% discount. $100 is gonna be the maximum lifetime activation fees. So if any of you are interested, don't forget to use the code, our new code. Okay, Tamim will provide you the code if anyone is interested to get that discount by the code. Click like. Thank you so much, Jaman. Hey Stephen, good morning, brother. It's a decade. I don't see your message. It's been a decade, man. How are you, by the way? You wanna take sell? Go for it. You wanna take buy? Go for it. I have no opportunity here to go for the trade. Not even a single opportunity. Remember this PM session yesterday's? I explained that sell. What was that? That sell went higher, took the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value cap, boom. Something I need clear like this. Something like this, which is very clean. See this clean price action here? I need something like that. Whatever is happening here, just look at this. Liquidity didn't taken here. Market structure shift you got, no fair value cap, nothing. It is just keep going higher. The way it has shifted there, no displacement, nothing. Came until this area, just respecting from that area. After making that buy side liquidity, no opportunity for me. I am not going to take the entry. Only AAFX can go for the trade here. I believe he's gonna trade over here. Good morning, Utshuk. Oh man, I read your name as well after a long time. Thanks for the reply, Stephen. Even ICT said his this week is ended due to NFP. Yep, but I was thinking that this whole bad price action will start after 11:30 today. So today's 11:30 would be the best area to trade. But as it is reacting right now, I don't think so. It's gonna be useful for me to trade over here. But yeah, I'm waiting for the last macro, which is 1050 to 1110 macro. If it can provide me something around this area, I'll go for that trade. And if it provide me the buying opportunity, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to touch it. I'll let this go. So I'm just waiting for this macro. See this 1050 market enter into the macro now. So let's see if it can provide me any buying opportunity now. If it do that, I'll try to take that buy. 100% of trades. Yes, AFX trades this market and losses. I'm happy, when you and Pro Trader Path and now the guy Tony, when you guys take the loss, I feel very happy because you are making the bank empty, man. Oh, I mean, you guys are awesome. How you can make those profit, man? I'm really feeling jealous to all of you. You guys are really genius. So when you take the loss, I really feel good. Don't kill me for that. Brother, I can let the price go if the trade is not under my setup, but for Eval, I don't have time. So what about that? For Eval, I don't have any rules. Like at the beginning, when Outlander was telling that he blew 2 account, I just simply said that you did a good job because they're the Eval. For Eval, you have to pass it. I don't know how. You want to take over leverage, you want to do over trade, you want to do whatever you want to do, just finish it because you have a time limit over there. 1 month, 20 trading days. So you have a time limit. So try to be consistent or very disciplined at the beginning. If you see around the last week of the month, you are not very near or very close to your target profit, then do gamble over there. Just try to pass it. But at the beginning, try to be disciplined. So first 3 weeks, try to be disciplined, try to go very near to your target. And then take your rational decision at the end of the month, where you know that either way you are going to fail to pass it. Or what else you can do one more thing, and that is if you fail to complete the challenge in that specific month, they will charge you new account fee. Okay, so another Eval account fee they will charge you. So you will get a free reset. If you can finish that Eval by the next month, you have finished it. But if you didn't finish it or if you blow it, then you will have a free reset. So either way, it suits to you, go for it. You have to be disciplined when you are in funded account because there is no time limit. No time limit. You are free over there when you have the funded account. If any of you are interested about the funded account, I really appreciate you for the take profit trader. It's the best thing for me right now. So if any of you are interested, don't forget to use the code T2 Wizard for getting that 50% discount. And if you want to know about the cheapest one, then it's going to be the earn to trade, where there is no activation fees and it's going to cost $76. Okay. Brother, I never trade the Rhythmic account. I only trade the Tradeovate account because I love this trading view. So Rhythmic account, I didn't trade. I have no idea. I think AFX or Outlander Tamimi, they can help you. Hey Ravi, thanks for that penguin, man. Bullnox, we have 83% discount. Today is the last day. 15-minute last fair look up holding so far. I didn't know that. Let me check. Oh yeah, that is the 15-minute last fair value gap. Thank you, Jack. Where were you, man? Yeah, it is holding the price so far. I can see it now. Let's see. Take profit trader 50% discount, 3 payout in a day. You will get 3 payout in a day. When you will be over the threshold or static amount, you will get 3 payout, immediate payout, if I'm not wrong. No, sir, I'm not bearish, I'm bullish. You can be bearish, but please make sure that you are not changing your bias because of me. I am bullish, that doesn't mean you have to be bullish. If you think that it's a bullish market, go for it. Sorry, bearish market, go for it. I always recommend trade of it. It's my recommendation. I always prefer trade of it account. Okay, so earn to trade, you will get 60% discount by the code T2 Wizard. I didn't know that. I have the code for earn to trade. Okay. Let's see if it can make a fair value gap over here. If it make a fair value gap over here, I'll take this risk from there. If there is a fair value gap, I will take this risk and I'll go for the buy from that fair value gap. Stop loss will be below that candle, which is going to make the fair value gap. If there is a fair value gap, before taking that buy side liquidity, if there is a fair value gap, I'll take that buy from this fair value gap. I'll hold my trade for a bit longer. Okay. Stop loss is going to be 1 tick below that candle, which is going to make the fair value gap. So it will be like this. No fair value gap, no entry. No fair value gap, no entry. Okay, no fair value gap, no entry. I'll let this go. No fair value gap, I'm not going to take the entry. Now those guys would love to see a lot of entries. They're getting frustrated. What is this guy is doing? Man, this is what I'm doing. I have nothing to do over here. No. It's not going to happen like that way. Whatever you have done in your last month, it's gonna be the same over there. It's gonna be the same over there. If only if you blow that account, then you can you will be able to reset or you will get new account. Keep asking how many handles. Man, to be honest, if you ask me, 20 handle is more than enough for a specific day. If you get 20 handle in a specific day, it's more than enough. One mini contract for 20 handle, done. Keep doing this at least 3 days out of 5 days. It's more than enough for being profitable. Took 100 entries are wasting our times, brother. Okay, yeah, I really appreciate that guy. He took a lot of trades, and I see, just look at me. I'm the guy who tried just 2 entries from this first presented gap, and then rest, I just let this go. I didn't take any entries over there. I'm really a shit trader. I was watching that guy. When I saw him, when I opened, he was just be screaming because he got a profit. So I was thinking, wow, 1,000 people are watching him and he just got $2,500. So I thought that he's really an awesome trader. I opened and from the beginning, and then I saw that he blew already 6 account. It was fun. By the way, this is 11 10:59 candle. The next candle is 11 candle. Let's see if it can go higher or lower. I was looking for a buying opportunity here. If it could make a bullish gap, I would go for that buy. It didn't do that. I'm not interested to look for the buy from there. So right now, if this candle can shift this market and make a fair value gap around that level, see this buy side liquidity, this relatively equal highs. If it can make a bullish gap over there, I'll try to take the buy from there. Not a perfect entry. That is a low probable entry, obviously, but I will go for this trade because I have to push the button. Otherwise, you will see that there is just 12 people are watching me. I have to push the button. That's why I'll push the button. If you ask me, should I go for the trade? No, I should not go for this trade around this area. You see here, just 2 micro contract. I'll go for that 2 micro contract. Selling, I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. Yeah, he is too good. Oh man. Oh man. Again, guys, if you ask me, I can't trade this area. Any kind of entry, I will go here. I will push the button just because I have to push the button I'm in live trade. I mean in my live session. Okay, just because of that, I'll push the button. If you ask me, what should you do? Don't touch this market. Just don't touch it. Simply don't touch it. Let it happen, let it do whatever it wants to do. Don't touch this market. It's not price action. It's crap. Just shit, garbage. This is perfectly garbage. Don't touch it, if you ask me. But I have to go for the trade, so I'll try to catch some movement. So far, it has engineered the buy side liquidity. If this market fall, take that low, trade this bullish gap. See this bullish gap? If it trade that bullish gap and make a bullish order block, that's gonna be my first entry opportunity from there to take the buy. If it come below this low, listen to me very carefully. If this market come below that low, trade this fair value gap. See this fair value gap? Trade that fair value gap here. Then make a bullish order block without leaving any kind of clean lows. Bullish order block. Tap to this bullish order block. That's gonna be my entry opportunity for this buy side liquidity before taking that clean highs. If it happens, that is the only area I can trade here with so much confidence that it's gonna work. Otherwise, any kind of trade over here is gambling. If this thing happened after taking this buy side liquidity, so after taking this buy side liquidity, then this happened. Okay, just for example, after taking this liquidity, this thing happened. No, I'm not interested to take that entry as well. So let's see if it can make a fair value gap here. I will force the market to give me an entry around this area. It's NAP week. What does ICT say about NAP? Don't trade in that in NAP week. If you would love to trade, then you can trade until Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You have to let that go. Wednesday and Thursday, you have to let this go. I added little more. I added until Thursday. I mean Wednesday morning session, you will be able to trade. I just added that part. Okay. So let's see if it can make a fair value gap around this area. I'll take the buy from this fair value gap. I'll hold my trade and I'll cover this breakaway gap. If it do that here, I'll go for it. Obviously with the lowest micro contract. Got the market structure shift. I need a fair value gap here. That will be my entry fair value gap. If no fair value gap, no entry for me. Because if there is no entry fair value gap around this level, then I will see that it has taken the liquidity. Relatively equal highs, failed to take the extreme high. It is going for the sell side liquidity or maybe until this fair value gap. So I need a fair value gap around this level. If it can make a fair value gap here, even in it is one tick, I'll go for the trade from there. We'll cover this breakaway gap. Let me check how much is gonna be the stop loss. Yeah, it's gonna be like 18 handle. I'm okay with that. I need a fair value gap here. No fair value gap, no trade. As you can see, it didn't make the fair value gap. I'm not going to take this entry. Even if it works, I don't care, because I'm seeing that market has taken the buy side liquidity, made the extreme liquidity more stronger. It will come here to this area to trade. After trading this area, it will go for this buy side liquidity. It can simply work from this fair value gap, not going to take the entry from this fair value gap. I need the fair value gap over here. That will tell me that it's not the liquidity taken, it's going higher now. So I need the fair value gap over here. If any of you would love to take the entry from there, buy entry, go for it. I can be 100% wrong. Market can keep going higher, but whatever I'm seeing here, it is not going to hold the market. Market will fall again, but it can obviously keep going higher. I am not going to take that entry. Okay? Take your decision by your choice. I was needed an entry gap. I explained why I was needed that entry gap. I didn't get it, not going to take this entry. My bias was bullish. Even though my bias is bullish, I can't take my entry from this gap. If you ask me, brother, it is 22 YT model. Why you are not taking this 22 YT model? Because this is not a swing high, which is valid for shifting market structure. This is relatively equal highs, which is the liquidity. So it has taken the liquidity. I didn't see this is the market structure shift. I'm seeing this as a liquidity taken. So after the liquidity taken, it can start to fall. So I don't want to take the risk from here, even if my bias is bullish. It will keep going higher, I'll let it go. I don't care about that. I will miss it. I'm 100% okay with that. Bro, you are cool guy, but you're making me want to fall asleep. It's like hypo hypnosis. I'm sorry, man. I know I'm so boring today. I'm not taking any entries, nothing. I'm so boring. That's why I gave you. I see. I am referring you another YouTuber, man. I'm referring you. Okay, go future scalp. You will see lot of entries, lot of you know energy over there. Go over there. Enjoy the price action. I'm just not going to trade here. I'm not able to take entries from there. Oh man. Let's see if my decision was bad or right. I didn't take the entry from this bullish gap. Was it a right decision depending on my analysis, or was that a bad decision? So far, this is the order block which is holding the price. Okay, it is holding the price. It can keep going higher. I'm not saying that it can't keep going higher. My bias is bullish. It can keep going higher. I just explained why I didn't take this buy, why I didn't do it. I just explained it, and now it's time to see, was that a good decision or was that a bad decision? It's time to see that. This candle, lowest down close body close candle, which has traded this gap after the market structure shift. If you say it like this way, this is the order block. Market is holding. This order block is holding the price. Can this market keep going higher? Of course, it can keep going higher. I am just not able to take this one. If this is just a swing high, not relatively equal highs, okay, if there was no another high, that would be my buying from there with so much confidence that this is going higher. My bias is bullish around 11:10:50 to 11:10 macro. Market fall a bit, took all of this liquidity. All of this liquidity has been taken. Come here, market structure sheet, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap. It will keep going higher. To this order block, I would add one more here. That would be my pyramid area to add entries over there. As it was relatively equal highs, I didn't take this buy. But at the same time, if any of you took that entry, your congratulations, brother. Thank you so much for taking that entry. It was not confident for me. I didn't take that entry. I missed it. I'm okay with that. That buy side liquidity. And then finally, as I told, just remember that line. This is my target for today, 21781.25. That is my target for today. I missed this trade. I'm okay with that. Even if there was one more gap, just another entry gap, I would be entering from that gap with confident that now this market is keep going higher. I just needed the confirmation. I didn't get the confirmation. I didn't take this entry. Blow up account hits record. Tomorrow is Thursday, PNFP and Amazon earnings market close. I might choose future scalper over UT2. It's gonna be fun. I'm also going to watch him. Don't worry about that. Tomorrow I have no opportunity to take any entries. So today I had the opportunities, but the market was shit, so I didn't take any trade. I mean, except the first presented gap. If you remember, I got stood out by the week or everything. So this is the daily gap low, daily bearish gap low. It tapped to the daily bearish gap low. It can start to fall again for unfinished business, relatively equal lows or everything. Or it can keep going higher. I have no way to trade around this area. I missed it. I'm okay with that. I knew that it will go higher. Just didn't get my setup, didn't take entry over here. All of this fall, that fall. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm only going to take the buying opportunity only. If there is an opportunity, I'll go for the trade. No opportunity, not going to take the entries. You knew it, how to look for the direction. If there is a good setup, I'll go for that setup. If it was just one swing high, not the relatively equal highs, with confident, I will go buy from there. As it is relatively equal highs, I needed the entry gap over there. That could confirm that, no, I'm going higher now. As I didn't get it, I didn't take it. But all you have to understand is how you should think about the buy or sell. Why this is not 22 YT model. After taking the buy side liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, tap to this fair value gap, keep falling for the sell side. Why it is not 22 YT model? Because your bias is bullish. Every kind of bullish PDRA can hold the market, send it higher. You have to understand that part. You want to chase the price from this area? Go for it. I'm not chasing the price as well. I missed the opportunity. Simple logic, brother. Just simple logic. Brother, for passing able, should I trade today's PM session? Will it be a good idea? For brother, your trade should be your idea. See this gap, I would love to take a sell from there. I am not going to take it, but here this is a selling opportunity for me. From there to until this relatively equal lows. Not going to take it, okay? This is the same sell I took yesterday. Same sell I took yesterday. From there to until this relatively equal lows. Same sell. After reacting from this daily gap low. See here, this gap, Gupta or George, any of you are here? Gupta or George? At the morning session, I talked about this setup at the morning session. This is that setup, exactly the same setup I talked yesterday. I mean, sorry, at the morning session, and I took the entry yesterday. From this gap, one candle close, next candle tap to this gap. Would love to take this entry until the sell side liquidity, wherever your sell side liquidity is. So this low and that low, they're the relatively equal lows. So I will hold my trade until this area after taking some partial to this rejection block or any of this area, wherever you would love to take the partial. It's up to you. This is that same setup. Stop loss, that is the best case of scenario if you can put it above that high. That is the best case of scenario. If it is not able, you are not able to do it, then at least put it above the candle which has made this bearish gap over there. Okay, not going to take this on. Why? Because my bias is not bearish. I'm not thinking about the fall. If I was thinking about fall, I would go for this trade. It's a low probability, as you can see here, a 11 handle stop loss, just 11 handle stop loss. If I make it 1:1, just 1:1, or like 20 handle target, done. But I would love to see it will come for the sell side liquidity, which is relatively equal lows over here. This is that setup. If Gupta or George are here, this is the theme I explained today's morning session by writing to you. Okay, this is that area. Look over here, it has cleared that buy side liquidity, perfectly cleared that buy side liquidity. all of this buy side liquidity has been cleared, reacted from the daily gap low. This is the daily gap low. I saw the reaction from there. This is a bullish gap. The next candle perfectly closed below this gap. I don't need to wait for this bearish gap. I'm going to predict that it's gonna make a bearish gap over there. I'm going to predict that. I don't need to wait for market to make this bearish gap. I would love to predict that it's gonna make the bearish gap there. Partial should be your decision where you wanna take the partial. It should be your decision. But if you ask me where you would take the partial, I would love to take the partial to this rejection block. There. I would love to take the partial over here. Now it didn't reach until this area. Just for a bit, it didn't tap over there. But I would hold my trade until this area. After taking the partial here to this rejection block or to the low of exactly to the low of this gap, bullish gap that I'm going to expect is going to broken that bullish gap. Until this low, I'll take the partial here. I will hold my trade until the sell side liquidity. So here, I mean sell side, just keep it until this area, okay? Just make it until this area. That is the trade. Can I add more over there? Anybody, please don't push the button. See this gap? This is the area where I will add more. If it can come to this entry gap, I will add more. Why is that? Low has been shifted, entry gap, breakaway gap. Market should not close above this breakaway gap 50%. From there to this gap, I will add more by thinking that this will keep falling. Anybody, please don't push the button. It's my request to all of you. I'm just explaining this to those two guys. If it reaches over here, I will add more over there. This is the same thing happened yesterday when I took that entry from there. From here. So if you are with me in my Discord, you know that I took the entry to that specific candle, added more over here. When it tapped to this gap, added more over there. Stop loss was 1 tick above that high. There, okay. But remember that should be the partial. If you don't take the partial here somewhere, I don't know where, okay. If you ask me, I would love to take the partial to this rejection block or maximum to the low of this opening gap. That gap. That should be the partial. And target until this area. Just keep it here, okay. I don't need to hold it until this low, but until this area. That could be the target, maximum target. After taking the partial, any of this area, I don't know where you will take the partial, but you have to take the partial any of this area because it can simply reverse from this gap again and keep going higher, keep going higher. I don't want to take that risk. So make sure that you have taken any of this partial and then hold your trade maybe until this one, just to make it as a relatively equal loss if you want. Either way, it's not a bad risk to reward ratio, 1:3.36, something like that. 39 handle for 11 handle stop loss, 39 handle, something like that. Tito, this can be a reaction for more upside. Of course, brother, I think like that way. But as I told here, the way market went higher, I was not confident enough to take the buy. If you ask me, I would love to go for this sell. Without taking this buy, I would love to go for this sell. See this, that low. Okay, I'm just going to referring it again until this low, as this low is taken. Something like that. Okay, here. Now, George, Gupta, do you guys get the point? Is that 100% clear to you or not? Is that clear to you? Okay, because when I write it down, maybe there was some confusion. That is why I explained it clearly so that you can get the idea. This gap is the best gap if there is some kind of relatively equal highs or kind of liquidity level. So if you take on your left, take a look around this area. If you find some kind of relatively equal highs here around this area, you got that gap. That is the best case of scenario. That is the best case of scenario. Got it, bro? Thank you. By the way, thank you, Ravi, for boom, man. Thank you so much. John, thank you so much for that boom, man. Why should they want liquidity? Yeah, absolutely, brother. Got it, bro? Thank you, Gupta. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, brother, for writing boom. I love to explain live price action. I mean, as a hindsight, I really don't like it. So that is why I explained this gap as they asked me, what is that gap? Is that inverse gap? No, it's not the inverse gap. It is working as an inverse gap, but it's not the inverse gap. It's some kind of gap that is really so strong gap, something like that. Same thing here. I was looking for that type of strong gap to take the buy. I didn't get it. I didn't take it. I would love to go for the sell from there. Even you can see it's just 11 handle stop loss. But if you ask me, I would love to prefer here to the top of this candle. That's the best case of scenario. But at least it has to be above the candle which has built this fair value gap. Thank you, Abraham GOC for boom, man. Khalid, thank you so much, man. Thanks for the live explanation. You are most welcome. Guys, if you were with me for so long, don't forget to join our Discord. The link is in the pinned comment. Tomorrow I'm gonna give away 150k account for my funded futures from my Discord group. So if any of you are not with me in our Discord, it's absolutely free. Please join right now. Thank you, Mahdi, for boom, man. May I know 35 contract trade weight while buying? Don't need to, as I told, this, look at this area. All of this area is inside the new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I can't frame any kind of setup depending on that new week, new day opening gap. Just look over here. How many overlapped new week, new day opening gap? See, all of this area. Just look. This is the high, highest new day opening gap high. This is the lowest new week opening gap low. One new week opening gap, new week opening gap. How many new day opening gap do you have over there? Just look over there. How many new week opening gap, sorry, new day opening gap, new week opening gap over there? See on the right. Look. How many? Just look at that. Just look at that. So if you would love to trade depending on new week opening gap, new day opening gap, you can't trade until market doesn't leave that area. All of this area, market doesn't leave them. You can't trade from that line to that line until this area. Do you get it, man? I took that. I would love to frame or take this entry from the low of the daily gap, bearish gap low. After taking the clean buy side liquidity, it should fall for unfinished business. I have a lot of unfinished business here. So I would love to look for those unfinished business. Not going to hold this trade until this fair value gap. Obviously, I'm not going to hold it until this area. But until this sell side liquidity, it's more than enough for being profitable over here. Thank you for the boom, man. Now I'm getting some boom. Thank you so much, man. No boom. You should above. You shorted above new. Oh, okay, I gave you the explanation. Thank you, Sharada. So many lines. Yeah, absolutely, Abram. So many lines over here. So many lines. So I can't use them as my PDR. I can't use them. So many lines. Thousands lines. I can't use them. Let me remove this opening gap. So here it's clean. Okay, it's very clean. So let's see if it can react from this first presented gap, keep going higher or not. After trading this last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. So this is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. After reaching here, can it start to go higher again, or does it want to keep falling? If it can start to go higher, that is a buying opportunity again for me. But let me check if it can go higher. Crown Forex, boom. Thank you, man. Wow, I'm getting a lot of boom. Thanks, Taslim Umon. George, thanks for that star, man. It's a very boring session today, right? It's a very boring session. Just found, and one thing, Gupta and George, as I told both of you, try to frame your setup at the beginning of the run. This is the beginning of the run. Always try to frame your setup from the beginning of the run. Don't try to chase the price. Now, if you miss this entry, don't try to take the entry from there. Never ever do that. Wait for the opposite run. For example, when I was looking for a buying opportunity around this area, remember, if it can go through this gap and if it can make a fair look up, I'll go for the buy from there. That is the beginning of the run. If I miss this run from there, depending on the price action, I will wait for the opposite run to start. Now it came here, take the liquidity. If it starts to go higher, this is gonna be the opening or beginning of the bull run again, as you have the buy side liquidity here. So it didn't finish its job yet. It should keep going higher. Look at your left. What do you see? This is that high, okay? So here in 1 minute chart, though it has traded this area, all of this area, but it has built the buy side liquidity with this high again, this high with that low here. Or if you look this candle high, which is here, I'm just going to mark that candle high, okay? Look at that, relatively equal highs. Will put my target here, new buy side liquidity. Came here, trade maybe this down close candle, I don't know what it has been traded, gave you another setup, maybe inverse gap, maybe 22 YT model, maybe breaker block, any kind of gap or any kind of setup, another run toward that buy side liquidity. After building that buy side liquidity, people are seeing this is a resistance zone now. Here, from there to there, this is a resistance zone now. There, not with this, all of this has built the resistance zone right now. There, okay. This is the resistance, see, very strong resistance zone, so it can't be broken. Market is respecting that. What should you think? It will be taken. So any kind of buying opportunity here, I will look for that buy again. After taking that liquidity, trade that first presented gap, more importantly midnight open, not perfectly but very near to that more midnight open. What should it do? Go for the buy again. Any kind of market structure shift here, let me check. From 2 minute chart, nothing. From 5 minute chart, nothing. 15 minute chart, nothing. No setup actually, to be honest. But if there was any kind of market structure shift, inverse gap entry, breaker block entry, whatever you find, that is your again buying opportunity for this buy side. Don't ever think that it's now keep falling. No, it's not keep falling. It finished some unfinished business, took some liquidity, trade that 1 minute last gap here, trade that 1 minute last gap, gave you another setup, go for the buy again. For this buy side liquidity, by holding your bias until this buy side liquidity. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's gonna be difficult for you to trade. Okay. It's so funny that in a funded just the reset fee or 50 account is found at $50 worst. What did you say? I didn't understand, brother. I joined your Discord group. What's your Discord ID name so I can clear some stuff related to Apex? Brother, just give us the message in the main room. I will always active over there. Just give us let us know your confusion to the Discord room. Okay, I'll take the buy from here. I'll just take a small losses. That's gonna be the buy. If it take here, I'll put my stop loss there. If it take me, okay, not a huge loss as you can see. If it take me like 1300 loss for this buy side liquidity for 4000 target. If it takes me, so I'll finish my stream after taking this entry. I will wait 3 candle. If it come here within 3 candle, I'll take this one. With otherwise, I won't take this one. This is a low probable trade as I don't have any market structure shift or nothing. Okay? So I'll try to take this one. If it fall and take me, I'll go for that within 3 candle. 1, 2, 3 within 3 candle. Otherwise, I'll just let this go and I'll close my stream after 11:30. And now in the PM session, I'll come with the mentorship video or everything Today's topics is going to be time. I will wait for 3 candle. 1, 2, the next candle. Within 3 candle. If it come here, I'll take that entry. If it doesn't come here, I'm not going to take this entry. $9696. Can anyone take a screenshot, please, and send it to me in our Discord, please? 9,696 subscribers to our channel. 9696. Okay, it didn't give me the opportunity. As you can see, I don't think so it will come here, so I'm going to remove this entry. But that was the logic. It fall, it doesn't mean it is falling, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. No, it doesn't mean that. It fall to take some liquidity, to trade some unfinished business. After trading that, what it left, engineered the buy side liquidity. This is the very strong zone, resistance zone. Nobody or no candle can break this zone. What should you go for? Oh man, that's my sweet buy side liquidity. I'm gonna take that buy side liquidity. So I will go for the buy here. It is the best if there is a setup. That is the best. If there is a setup, I will be able to add more. Okay. Outlander bounced off T2's fair value gap. Yeah, man, it bounced from the T2's fair value gap. It's a oh, John, that was nice, man. I wanted to go. Okay. Yes, here, Outlander. What about your? I mean, did you blow any other account in the same session? Tell me, man. I know I was so boring today. I didn't take entries in the morning session according to the price action because it was bad. Now, if you can't hold yourself, it's not my problem, and I'm also trading the real money, so I'm not pushing the button. You see, I was trying to take that entry. I was confident about that entry, so I tried to take that entry. Didn't take me, it's okay. That fall, I wasn't confident. It was not according to my bias. My bias was not bearish. I was bullish. I know that it will come back again. It will go for that buy side liquidity. I didn't push my button. I outlined it just to show how to use this gap, how to use that gap to take the sell, how long you should go for that sell. Just because of that, I framed that sell. I was confident about this buy because if I can take that buy, I will take the partial here and rest one contract. I will let this go until that buy side liquidity. I was confident about this triple top. I know that it's gonna be taken. Just market didn't take me. It's my unfortune. Market didn't take me. But I was confident about this buy. That is why I framed that buy signal. Buy setup. If you understand or not. See this buy here. I was not confident about that buy. I didn't take that buy. What happened? Just came until this area. Just look at that run. From there, it fall again. How long it has been fallen? Then from here, look at that run. It will keep going higher, So this is my run, not here, not there. Now it didn't came. It's a different matter. Market is not good. Not today. I took it inverse gap. Thank you, Raj RZN. Thank you, brother, for your boom, man. Just down $250. Man, it's cool. Just $250 is cool, man. I'm also down at $80. Just $80. It's absolutely cool. We'll have a lot of time to mitigate our loss. Fun stream your DA bomb. Thank you for streaming live. Hey Maya, thank you so much. Make sure that you have subscribed to our channel, and if you are just not with us in the Discord, make sure that you have joined our Discord group as well. Tomorrow I'm trying to give one My Funded Futures account, 50K account. So if you are with us in our Discord, so you will be able to join to that. What to say? I mean, that giveaway, just for fun. Okay, that is just for fun. It's just in fun. It's not something like you are here or I'm here just for the giveaway. It's not like that. That is just for fun. But as I told, if I get 1000 Discord member or 3000 follower in Twitter or 10k subscriber in YouTube, then next week I will buy another My Funded Futures account and I will make it as a giveaway. So those people who actually ask me why you are trading paper money, like remember 2 days ago, one guy came and tell that this guy is doing paper money. What you guys are doing, man? If I want to trade the fund, I mean the prop firm, I don't need to give you the giveaway. I can simply trade through them. When I feel good, I trade prop firm. When I don't feel good, I trade paper money. It's my choice, man. It's my trading. Why you focus on my trading? You should focus on your trading. Absolutely okay, man. Just 2% is nothing. I'm up 235, but I'm drained mentally. Man, please don't touch the market, Miguel. If you are up, don't touch it. Love from Bangladesh. I think I am only a ICT trader in Bangladesh at the age of 16. You took the right decision. Just don't waste your money. First, make the confidence, build some experience by doing paper trade, then go for the prop firm or any other things. Okay. First, make some experience, at least 6 months to 1 year experience. At least, okay. Do all the things with the paper trade and then buy the account. But if you have the money, I mean, maybe you are from a very rich family, you don't care about some losses, my $10,000, $20,000. If you don't care, then you can take the real test of trading by buying some prop firm account. Otherwise, don't touch it. I'm already here in 9 months. Oh, okay. Then you have some experience. Obviously, I have to say. Do you feel confidence? If you feel confident, I mean, if you are confident, then go for the trade. And please don't focus on my English again. I know that some of you will say that, no, brother, your English is good, but I know my English is shit. So please don't focus on my English. Remember that buy side liquidity at the beginning of this stream? Watch it. What did I say? Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry opportunity. It was an unfortunate to me. But I would love to take the buy. I'm not interested to look for the sell. Sometimes I will be wrong, but most of the time I will be right until my target. Until my target, okay? And then until this line. Hey Young, thank you so much, man. Okay, guys, after 11:30, I'm not interested to talk about the price action anymore. I would love to read your comment and then I will close my session. Around the PM session, I will come maximum for 1 hour. It's not gonna be 1 hour. It's gonna be like 10, 20, 30 minutes maximum for our mentorship, which is for the beginners of the ICT trader. If you are an ICT trader and if you are a beginner, that's gonna be fit for you. It will be all about the time frame today. So this is gonna be the first episode of our mentorship. That's all gonna be about the time frame, which time you should trade, which time frame you should use for your trading. It's gonna be all about that. Oh, Taslim Emon, that's cool, man. 70 months is really a lot of time. English is good. Thank you, Ravi. I'm testing right now. If I pass the FTMO demo, then I will buy a challenge. And that's cool, man. That's cool. And don't go for the FTMO. It's my request. If you are trying to trade future market, then go for My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, uh, Apex. Then I mean these are good. These are good for future trading. By the way, I would love to see how many likes did I get. If you don't give me the like, then I'm gonna cry. I got 108 likes. It's cool, man. 158 people are watching, 108 likes. It's really cool. Thank you so much for pushing the like button. Thank you so much. Brother, can I ask why your first presented variable gap is higher? Because I look for the 5 handle gap. Now I'm not going to NQ from MNQ as I'm trading the MNQ exactly from 9:30. This is that 9:30 candle. Okay. From that 9:30 candle, I will start to look for the first gap that is at least 5 handle. Now this gap, you can see it's 61.66. 5 handle, at least 5 handle. So this is that gap. This gap is important to me, not the lower gap, which is according to ICT. There is a gap in NQ. I know that, but it's not important. I have shown you that a lot of time that how precise this gap comparing with that gap. Now it's just my opinion, and you can see it's written according to me. Why is that? Because I started to talk about this first presented gap before ICT. ICT talked about this first presented gap in 2023 in his Twitter space one time. He didn't tell anything about that. In my life, one day, the name of that lady was Kathy, okay? If I'm not wrong, Kathy was her name. She reminded me about this gap. So I started to focus on this gap, and finally I found that if this gap is 5 handle, it is more precise. Today it didn't work just for one tick. Okay, if you look over here, most of the time it will work from that gap until 25 handle. So today it didn't work just for one tick. Just let me show you. That was my 25 handle. Here, just look over here. Just for one tick it didn't hit my 25 handle, but you can look for 20 handle, which is much more easy to get. Most of the time it will give you 30 to 36 handle, something like that. That is why I decided to go with 25 handle. Sometimes it means that 25 handle just for one tick, two tick, but most 22 handle, it's so easy to get from that first presented gap. You can actually what to say, I mean, you can journal, you can observe this first presented gap depending on that rules. If you feel confident, go for it. Okay, if you feel confident, go for it. If you don't feel confident, don't go for it. Like yesterday's first presented gap, that was yesterday's first presented gap. For the first time, market came here. For the first time, it came here. This is the entry. There, stop loss at least below the candle which has made this first presented gap for 25 handle. This is that 25 handle over there. Perfectly worked over here. When the first time market will come to that first presented gap, which is at least 5 handle, most of the time it will provide you 25 handle. Thank you, brother. It's your most welcome. I trade after 8 p.m. in Bangladesh time. Is this okay? I don't know about the Bangladesh time, but you have to trade after 9:30 a.m. New York local time. Sorry, sorry, babes. I forgot. Just push the like. I'm gonna block you, crypt keeper. I'm gonna block you, man, sister. I trade after 8 p.m. Okay, I told you that. I'm done trading for now. Headed to pilots. What does it mean, pilots? Pilots. My English is too bad. Pilots. I don't know the meaning of that. Wizard reading, nothing comes close. Okay, Ravid, thanks for that compliment, man. I really appreciate that. Look over here how it has been reacted from this first presented gap. How beautifully it stopped over there from this first presented gap. This is my confidence to go for the buy from there. I would love to take the partial here, would love to hold my trade until my liquidity, my direction, my everything. I don't care about anything else. I know where market is going. I have to know where this is going. It didn't take me the entry, give me the entry. This candle could simply tap to this gap. I would be in the market. You saw that I put the limit order over there. I was waiting for this trade because I knew it will go higher. Market is little bad right now. Didn't give me the entry opportunity. I'm okay with that. But I know what I'm doing. That's all, brother. Okay, 83rd birthday time, 8:30 BD time. If 8:30 is the BD time, 9:30 is New York time, then you should go from there, brother. Don't call him babes, he's not gay. Okay, just let it go. What you guys are talking about? Now tell me, I would love to wait a bit more. Now tell me about the direction, today's direction. The way I explained at the beginning of this stream, as I told that I will look for sell if and only if this market close below this low, or if it can go below that low. See this low from 15-minute chart here on my right. If it come here, I will start to look for sell. Otherwise, I will keep looking for buy for this buy side liquidity, and then until this low of this last parameter from hourly chart. How does it work? Toward the direction. Forget about all of this price action. It's really shit price action. You don't need to think about this price action. Forget about that. Just think about the bias. When the market will be precised, if you know the bias, if you know the direction, you know everything. Remember yesterday? Clearly. Go back. It's over there. I told that I'm just not interested to do the daily bias today, but if you ask me, I'm only interested to look for buy after reaching some certain level or liquidity taken, then I will start to look for sell only. That was the buying opportunity. I framed the buy, market didn't take me. Just for two handle, it didn't take me. That was my buying opportunity from there. When it came here, I started to look for sell. I showed that entry here to until this area. Sorry, this area. I got market reversed and stopped me out here. Stopped me out after taking a lot of partial over there. Took another entry from this fair value gap to until this rejection block, until that area, another sell. I was only interested to look for sell. After that certain level, I was bullish, then I started to look for sell. Something here today. When market will come to the low of this line here, I will start to look for sell again. From there, I will start to look for sell. Until that line, I will keep looking for buy. More importantly, when it will take that buy side liquidity, then I will wait for building some sell side liquidity first. Then it will come here, go for that sell side liquidity. If it doesn't build the liquidity, maybe I won't take that entry. I mean, I won't look for any kind of sell. Maybe, I don't know. But until this buy side liquidity, I will keep looking for buying opportunity. This is the thing you are here to learn. Pilots is a method of exercise developed by Joseph Pilots in the early 20th century. It involves repetitive exercise performed on a mat or specialized equipment to enhance strength and stability. Okay, so it's kind of gym. Okay, that's cool. Hey brother, I signed up for a few Apex and one tick profit trader account with your code. Sujavan, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I really love you so much. I really appreciate your appreciation. I love you, man. Did you use the new code, man, for Apex? Just let me know that. I really interested to know that. If you have used the new code for Apex. Lala, I'm a girl, and yes, I love pilots. Helps mentally with trading. If you are a trader, you have to do some exercise. It's kind of forbidden. You have to do some exercise. It can be walking, it can be running, it can be cycling, it can be swimming, it can be gym. No, the gymnastic, or I don't know what does it call, or any kind of gym, okay, or the exercise in the room. I don't know. You have to do it. It's forbidden. I go for walking every single day, at least for walking. Otherwise, you will never be able to stable your mind. So you have to do some physical exercise. Okay, feel free to call him babes. In that case, sorry. Okay, just let it go. We all are brother and sister over here. So anyone thinks I'm a guy. Okay, no worries. I think he is a heart. Okay, and done naked for better effects. Outlander, don't say that, man. Yes, Nico. Thank you, Suzivan. Thank you so much, man. Learn pilots from you. Oh, guys, don't say that. Well, you can ask me why you didn't close your stream. I'm really interested to see if it can take that buy side liquidity. I really would love to waiting for this to take that buy side liquidity, because after that I'll write down my boom, which I outlined at the morning session even before this whole streaming has started. That was my target. So I really am waiting to see if it can reach for that buy side liquidity. The way it went here, it's just an unfortunate. So I tried to take the buy from there. I missed that trade from there. See the beginning, why I prefer to enter into the beginning. Now it didn't take me because the price is not good. Okay, it's not precise. So it didn't take me. Just think if it could take me there at the beginning of this run, why this is not my entry, why I don't want to take the entry from there, instead why I would love to take the entry from here. You have to understand this fact. You are going to cry because it didn't take me, but I know that today it didn't take me, tomorrow it will take me, and when it will take me, I know that I will take my partial here, I will hold my trade for this buy side liquidity, which I know that it's going to be taken by trailing the stop loss step by step until this area. But here it is low probability for me. I explained what was the reason. It was liquidity taken, not the market structure shift. Keep going higher. No, it's not like that. It was liquidity taken. If there was one single high, that was the beginning of the run. More importantly, here it has taken the liquidity. Trade first presented gap according to me, midnight open here, not tick by tick, but still trade that new midnight open, finish some unfinished business, which is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. In my mentorship, you are going to learn this last fair value gap from the beginning, again from the beginning, how to use this last fair value gap. Trade that last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Two unfinished business, one is here, one is there. It worked with this one, it doesn't need to come over here because it's too far, it's in deep discount. I don't want to see it will come here now after making this premium last fair value gap. I don't want to see it will come here, it should work as a breakaway gap. Now it can maximum fall until the 50% of that week, and then this is the run, this is the wizards boom. Just don't forget that number, 21781.25. Don't forget that number. I clearly told, I clearly showed you where the market is going. Every single day I'm coming here, I'm showing you that where the market will go. If you get high probable entry opportunity, go for your maximum leverage. If you don't get high probable trading opportunity, go with the minimum contract size. Try to hold your bias, and when, if you even get some losing trade, you know that it is the lowest probable contract size, and then go with your huge profit. I wish that, brother, if you are with me for a bit, you will be the king of the bias. I can simply tell you that in the live session, whoever is doing this live session, live streaming in YouTube for free, I don't know about the mentorship, except ICT himself. So far, I'm not saying it's me just because of that. So far, you guys go and check it. If I'm wrong, tell me that. I'm the one who will give you the most beautiful direction. 90% of the time, it will go toward my direction until the level I will outline. Keep looking over here. Yesterday, I was looking for some specific liquidity. Then I was interested to look for sell only. Today, even after taking this buy side liquidity, I'm holding my bias until this low because of this hourly entry gap, hourly last gap. There is something you are also going to learn, this entry gap, last gap, whole things from the mentorship. Okay, so don't worry about that. You are all going to learn this from that mentorship. Brother, I have already talked about this. If I would love to take a short, I will wait for a 15-minute candle to build sell side liquidity. After building the sell side liquidity, I will let this market to reach until this line, that area. Then I will start to look for sell. If it doesn't do that, even if it reaches over here without building the sell side liquidity, even if it reaches over here, I'll keep holding my bias bullish. If it doesn't make the or build the sell side liquidity, no trade is valid from 11:30 a.m. today's 11:30 a.m. to until 8:30 a.m. in Friday. Until 8:30 a.m. in Friday, no trade is valid because this is NFP week. In Friday 8:30 a.m. we have non-farm employment change, non-farm payroll, NFP. As it has the NFP, this whole Thursday from 11:30 a.m. Wednesday 11:30 a.m. to until this Friday 8:30 a.m. no trade should be done within your funded account. But if you would love to go for your eval, go for it, man. I mean, eval, I don't have anything to say. So please make sure that. So if it started to fall now, I'm not interested to take that sell. I will hold my bias bullish until this line. It's just my opinion. You don't need to believe me. You can keep looking for sell if it provide you that. If I were you, I would hold my bias for this line over here. In the meantime, I would love to see if it can build some sell side liquidity here, either from 1-minute chart or from 15-minute chart. If it can build some sell side liquidity around this area, then when it will reach there, I will start to look for sell. If it doesn't build the sell side liquidity, even if it reach here, I will keep holding my bias until this area. Then I will hold my bias for the high of this last parabolic from the hourly chart. Otherwise, it is what it is. Okay. Thank you guys for being over here, and thank you so much 9698 subscriber. I think today or tomorrow I will touch 9700 subscriber, and very soon it will be 10k subscriber. Very soon. I wish, man. Please wish and pray for me. I really am so excited for 5-figure subscribers. 5-figure subscribers. 10k. 10,000,000. Thank you so much, and until the PM session, cheers guys. Take care of you, take care of your family, take care of your account.